Hey, 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 hey. What is up, everybody? Holy moly. Sorry, y'all. I just had to run and grab something right quick. Trainer Glenn, how's it going? Alice, it's good to see you. Kara, packing for my trip. Woo! Excellent, excellent. Matt Gooch. What are we all up to? Add some color to the chat. Alice JR, how's it going, brother? Mad Shadow. Can't make it since it starts at 11 p.m., but you always got my like, man. Mad Shadow, I super appreciate you, fam. Thanks for dropping in. Even just dropping the like means the world, so much love and appreciate you. To answer Matt's question, what are we getting into? Well, you know how I feel on Thursday. Show me what you've got. I want to see what you've got. What up? How are you, brother? I hope you're doing well. Man, I've been meaning to pop into your streams too, because I get the alerts, because you know I'm notified. And I'm always either working or busy or lurking, so I apologize for not chatting too much. I'm trying to do something for you though, so more to come on that. And chilling with you, fam. Appreciate that, appreciate that. Excellent, excellent. It's really good to see everybody. Everybody see and hear me okay? Did my camera switch over? Cool. Well, I was... Love that time div, right? That's what happened. Halien raid. What? Halien invasion in PokéGhost Town. Get out of here. I appreciate you, Halien. I was really meaning to pop in, and then I just had to keep getting ready for some stuff. We coming in with a huge wave of people. How much is a huge wave of people? Halien invasion. What's up, Halien? How did your stream go? Audio and camera good. Thank you, Kara. Appreciate you. What's up, ALB? I hope you're finally done working, fam, and I hope you're home and relaxing at this point. Welcome in, Raiders, indeed. What's up, Veggie Beast? How you doing? Deadpool fan. How you doing, fam? How we doing? Massive Raider 4, so it was good. Chill binder sorting, excellent. Hey, 4 is massive. At least to me, and it should be to you too. That was our 4 bodies. Very supportive people watching it. Almost off, man. I admire your tenacity, man, and your work ethic is next to none. If I remember correctly, you said you were taking tomorrow off for you. And that I can absolutely support and appreciate. That's what she said. Kara, Mia. Fox, how's it going, everybody? It's always going forward, Fox. How's it going for you? Had one person come in just to tell me I handled cards bad. And also commented on a short that women can't handle cards. Okay, so small-minded people came in for a sec. I see. Well, it's good to know that you can just kind of laugh at that, so. Never listen to the haters. Nah, never. It was too easy, ALB. I'm glad you said it. It was too easy, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I'm glad someone said it, and that's what she says, and giggities are totally allowed. Let's just be conscious. Alien was saying the same thing too, right? That is too easy. Too easy! Well, I hope everybody is doing well. I figured that we've gone through so much Japanese, and I've seen some amazing artworks and sets that I don't yet have binders for. And very similar to Halien, I'm going to be going through a lot of this English bulk that just sits at my feet, sorted out in these boxes. We're going to see if we can find some art from our artists' appreciation. Small disclaimer, and I don't know if I have any CapCut users out there. Anybody out there use CapCut? But for some reason, it's on the fritz. It's having a little bit of a crisis, so to speak. And so I'm really hoping that it gets it together, because the text color in all of my text keeps disappearing. And it's making it incredibly hard to go back and keep redoing and redoing and redoing and redoing and redoing. especially when editing in general is just hard enough. Did someone say bulk? That would be Matt's superhero at moniker, the Incredible Bulk Sorter. Naginisu. We will do a recap, but what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to go through some of the more modern English sets, and we are going to attempt to find the artist that we were attempting to find last week. Hailing upon our conversation yesterday, in the many streams that we were in together, and our last one is Shibuya. Bulk is life. Just go ahead and throw up that Tandem Mouse. Everybody likes Tandem Mouse. They could have done a lot better with their shinies. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Bulk me, daddy. Y'all, something that I noticed this week, and it's absolutely insane, is that as of right now, I am 41 subscribers away from the big 500. And that to me is absolutely bonkers. It's going to be my goal to grow a little bit and see if we can actually hit that number by Saturday or on Saturday. No worries, Kara. Nani, you deciding to come in and check out the art? But this is Shibuya, which was the first choice to look for. And I thought it would be fun just to recap right quick who we're looking for in some of these sets. So exciting, I know, and at the same time it's absolutely terrifying. But I think excitement is the good word for it. Now the little messy Minchino, or Cinchino, I think that's Shinchino. Anybody else drinking coffee? Got this amazing Inkei. Road to 500. We got this. We got this. What's up, Eve? I actually have a question for you. Give me 1 second. LOL, I read, did someone say bulk in that voice from the big lady and Deuce Bigelow? Did someone say bulk? Ooh, did someone say cake? Cakes and pies. Cakes and pies. I know this is probably the worst thing to say, but that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Eve, so I did have a question for you because you made an artist suggestion and then you bounced last week, and I hope you had a great week so far. But what was the artist name that you had mentioned? Look at this little Piplup. Little man is sleeping, thank goodness, thank goodness. I hope you and little man had an amazing day today, Eve. I didn't realize I did that. The Eve Junior. And this little Tatsugiri with an attitude. And then back to the Tandem Mouse. So that's one artist of which we're looking for. So Eve, the artist that I heard, or I thought I saw, was Nail. Nayu, and I came across this and I nabbed it, and then I just started seeing a bunch more, so I started grabbing them. But is this the artist that you were referencing, or was it someone else? But look at these artworks. Yes, excellent. Gorgeous choice, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous choice. And I will be featuring them in my upcoming artist appreciation shorts. Love the light Jolteon. I love the way I still have it destroyed, but I have it. The light Jolteon, yeah, in fact, I probably have it within reach, cause, oh no, not light Jolteon, it's light, Psyduck? I think it is? Golduck? But there's a gift for Dagger here somewhere, and it's a light Pokemon. So, that's one we'll be on the lookout for. This is more for me, but I thought, you know, I might enjoy seeing what we've got so far. This awesome Bombardier. And this is Nagimisu, or Nagimiso. And Halion, if you're there, please correct me if I'm wrong. It's impressive to still have it at all, Eve, to be honest with you. Look at this proud Gumshoe. He looks like a proud dad. Look at my lawn. Look at it. It's so great. Amazing Empoleon. I love the reverses. I don't say that enough. I love the reverses from that era. Sun and Moon, I think. Ultra Person. And then lastly, our realization, which we are going to try and confirm a little bit more. That is a nice Empoleon, right? This is the image that I think of when I see or hear Empoleon. Like just this massive penguin with blades for wings busting through ice. Like you wouldn't want to see that in any way. I don't know that artist really. I'm not sure his name. Let's see. This artist, Nagimiso. And then our suspicion is the artist Rika, which I'm sure rings a bell. What I have discovered is that at least all the cards I found so far of Rika's have been ice type or crystal-esque, like Glaceon, Frigibax. Any Pokemon would be a good hockey player, and Empoleon is it. The Absol with the crystals, the Frostmoth. Hey, Kev, I have an artist to feature. Taiga Kayama. They did the new Rotom and the Villainish from Paradox Rift. Yo, you got it, Matt. Where's my pen? Although that one I will remember. And it's been on my mind for a minute. Let's go ahead and just slide you up. Slide up, slide up. Taiga Kayama. If we find any as we go, I'll pull a fifth. Why not? Hey Kev, what's up, Kaz? How are you, fam? I saw an alert that you were going live earlier, and I was strapped under a bunch of work. And I was like, I cried a little inside during this meeting that I was facilitating. Let me know, is anyone else drinking coffee? Cheers to Rocket Scott. Tried to pre-order Journey Together in Prismatic, no luck, site crashed. Was there anybody else that was trapped in line today at the Pokemon Center? What was everybody's longest wait time? But more importantly, I want to know, did you secure anything? Decaf iced coffee, let's go, Deadpool. Gooch, I think that's the illustrator behind the Clive SIR from Fates, too. I love, like, seeing conversation about the art. Always in PokéGhost Town. I love it. Appreciate you, Ghost fam. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe. Here comes the awesome Ryan Tran. Appreciate you coming through with the billboards. Everybody sub up to everybody else, if you have not yet already. I don't think there's anybody new here, though, Ryan. What's up, Brangus? How you doing? How are we doing? I hope we're doing well. Andy Mon TV3, how's it going? Love your profile picture. Always love seeing the ghosts. You didn't get any? I think I saw your journey though, ALB. I think I saw you waiting. Last one from Rika here. Going good, brother. Excellent. Which I think is absolutely fascinating. They gave Rika a fire Pokemon to illustrate, and they put him in the snow. So, that's our theory. That Rika is obsessed with Ice-type Pokemon, and even when they're not, they're going to put them in a nice environment. So So as we go through random bulk of temporal forces, a bunch of other stuff. I have no idea what's in here. Paldea evolved. But we're just going to go through and see what we can find. They still haven't announced when they're selling Heat Wave on the online Pokemon Center shop. Heat Wave Arena. Those were some boxes, man. Those were some boxes. I still can't wait to... I'm still waiting just a little longer for things to calm down a little bit. Even in the Japanese market, things are getting a little bit high. But because of Halion and my conversation yesterday, I have decided that I wanted to rip another Japanese box with all of you, and I decided to go with Night Wanderer. Rika's Behin Mantag IR from Rift 2. Yes, absolutely behind it. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, JR, because you know I also feature cards that I don't own physically. Going to check out a store in Orlando tomorrow. Hopefully I will find something there. Got 30 to 40 to spend. Will be an hour drive, but it seemed to always have the product and less of the market. Is there any way that you can call them, Eve? Or maybe you can be like, yo, what do you have? Can you put it on hold for me? I am on my way, but it's going to take me a minute. Ah, Dominic Eve. I think I'm sub to you, Demonic. I keep saying Dominic. I don't know why. Demonic Eve. I think I'm sub to you. Well, this would be frustrating. I've also been thinking about games, because I am definitely a lover of games, a lover of trivia, a lover of prizes, so when I do get a little bit more of my hit stock up, what I wanted to do... Looks like we're starting with temporal forces. Let's go. What I wanted to do was start having little games for little giveaways and whatnot, and really like the whole, risk it or keep it concept. So ALB, Rocket Scott, Mr. Skang, they've all adopted this concept. And I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking about it. But I thought that I needed to be unique and bring the art into it. So tell me, would you all be interested if I said, covered up the name of the Pokemon and didn't show you the set, and I just showed you the art? Would you be able to tell me what set it's from? So, starter raffle, selection, show card, you tell me what set it's from within 30 seconds. I totally see a name the artist and get a hit game. Thank you, JR. I thought so too. Then my father once said kind of that it might be a little too difficult to you have 30 seconds, name the artist, go. I think it would be a great challenge, but I also figured name the set the art is from would be a good backup alternative. Thank you, Ryan. I'll ask fiance tomorrow and let know if you want to DM me on Discord. What's up, Kevin Chat? What's up, Rippin' Packs? How you doing? Newbie! It's JB. I love that Houndoom. Oh, which Houndoom? Which Houndoom? This one? Think of how much learning would occur. Absolutely. 100%. And that is one thing that I look forward to doing. Hurdy-verdy. Think of how much learning would occur. Also, Nerby. I went to a card shop today, but here's the thing. The store is actually inside an antique and collectible shop, so half and half. No way. We have something like that here, too. Ryan, we have something called the Brass Armadillo? Or the Golden Armadillo, one of the two. But you just walk in and it's an entire small city of antiques and little cabinets and little setup and exhibits and shops you can buy from. So it's really neat. And of course, there will be people who just buy Pokemon and leave them in their cabinets. Right, let's rock. There's our buddy Soft Hairballs. Or my hairballs are soft. Thanks for that again, Halion. There's a Hyoganosuke. Speaking of Halion. Inori. buddy bumpin'. Yo, so I actually pulled something really cool today on CHHH3 stream. And it was, your boy Yoganowski. I decided to buy some Wild Forces. Y'all know I'm trying to collect all the ghosts, and pretty well I'm just going to try and master that set as a whole in Japanese Wild Forces. Which I couldn't get a box of Wild Forces, or that's what I would have gotten this weekend. But I decided to buy a few packs, and in 5 packs I got 3 hits, and I almost want to wait till I can just show you guys. But I guess if just hearing that, you can probably go and watch the VOD back, so... But I actually pulled the SAR long neck, the Raging Bolt, out of Wild Forces. Cottony. I was just talking about Cottony, that people have to get incredibly creative with Cottony, because Cottony isn't that interesting looking of a Pokemon. I've never really seen him in every different position. I don't know why people still make the cards. Everyone else subbed up with notifications on. Amazing content, all. I appreciate that, Deadpool. Thanks for subbing up. Even 1 sub for anybody here is definitely growing together. I appreciate that. Thanks, JR. I appreciate that, and I can't wait to get it. I got another really cool art rare, too, but I'll keep that one to myself until I get it. I'll share it with y'all. Put Connie on a stick. Yo! Poke Trainer KD! How's it going, fam? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Sub to everyone dropped. Excellent. You all will not regret it. I've been taking a break, taking a beating from Lost Origin for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar, Ripping Packs. I don't know if you heard my incredible Giratina story. I will tell that if nobody's heard that story yet. I will tell that story. Ooh, that was close. This is an amazing Sawsbuck, though. Dragon Fang Dan. Excellent, man. Lurk away. It's good to see you, and I'm happy to have you here. 15 of y'all just chilling in here? Appreciate y'all. We're appreciating the art. We are art hunting. We're also trying to come up with some games to play on future streams, because I really want to get some games going. Guess the artist, guess the set, guess the tale. Ooh, do tell. I love telling this story. I will happily tell. Let me go ahead and grab the card here in a second, because it's all the while, but I will preface it with this. I am a lover of fast food, junk food, greasy food, anything bad for you. And typically you can get all of these things through Uber Eats. JR speaking the truth. Oh, I gotta scroll back now. Most I've gotten from low is an AR. JR speaking the truth. Evening, Kara. Last 2 years. Right? From the last 2 years. So I often order from Walgreens so that I can get, you know, the monsters, and also like a frozen whatever, pizza rolls or something to throw in the oven. But I noticed that they had a Dragonite tin just sitting there. This Dragonite tin. I was like, oh, I didn't know they sold Pokemon cards through Uber Eats. Alright, whatever, they're not going to put it in the cart. And I put it in there one day, and they didn't bring it. They're out, okay. And then it was there again, I tried again, they didn't bring it. It's like, okay. It's like, yeah, they said they don't sell Pokemon anymore. It's like, okay, whatever. And so, fast forward, I'm like, alright, you know what, I'm going to try one more time. It was Wednesday at 6 a.m. I was like, I want some breakfast. It's a gorgeous art by Tomokazu Kumiya. Want some breakfast. I pulled up Walgreens app and I was like, yeah, let me get some of those Jimmy Dean's, like pigs in a blanket, ghastly artwork, off the chain, creepy. I don't think he lives here. I think he's coming up the stairs. I think somebody is looking at him with a flashlight, probably terrified. And that's just creepy enough to be right here in PokéGhost Town. Alec Longoria, how's it going, fam? I hope you are doing well. Ryan Tran is my spirit animal. And so I put it in the cart, I order my monster, my breakfast, and it says they got it. Little check mark next to the Pokemon tin. I'm like, no way. No way. And they brought it. They brought that tin, and I said, oh my god, it's been, you know, a minute since I've ripped some packs. I think we should do this properly. And, you know, I could do a video real quick, or I could use it for my 100th sub celebration. That's about when I pulled it. I was like, but the shorts content, I can make 3 shorts with the 3 packs in this tin. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you want, you can go back and watch that short. It was Lost Origins Chase number 9. But yeah, as I was ripping that pack of Lost Origins, of course, if anybody's pulled a really big hitter from any pack, the chase card of any set, you're not really expecting it when it happens because you've ripped so many packs, you're kind of numb to it. You don't really understand that you're looking for it anymore. It's just, you know, there. And so I'm ripping, pulling, and then I saw this little bottom part, and I saw Shinji Konda's name. And the realization sunk in. Like, that's what this is. But then I remembered that I was filming. You can watch my hand start to shake. And I didn't know what to do. I dropped the card, and then I remembered I should probably sleeve it. And so I sleeved it, and then I proceeded to look at it for 3 hours. But this came out of a tin that was brought to me from Uber Eats on a random Wednesday from Walgreens. Like, the stars that had to align for that to happen, incredible. So what I will say is it is going to happen when you least expect it. Unfortunately, ever since I've been telling the story, Walgreens has never had those tins back in stock. I've only ordered a few of them and gotten a few of them, but I'd order one every day if I could. Insane, right? Like, the stars to align for me to want something to look at, decide Walgreens, see the tin, decide to try again, for it to connect to the guy that would pick it up, select that tin, who knows how many were there, and then to come to my house, drop it off. It sat here for 3 days before I decided to rip it for shorts. Boom. That's freaking awesome, right? And Newey, help me out here, I'm new. More of the story, Uber Eats is the way to go. Yeah, moral of the story, everybody get an Uber account. I will let you know as well that CVS will also Uber Eats mini tins, but the mini tins are like $12.99 on Uber Eats, and I just, you know, even $1 more than usual is a little bit for me, but I have ordered some based on the design, because I was like, they have 151 tins? They're not 151 tins, so be careful. Some of the designs don't always match the product, so. Not that I work or affiliated with them. The disclaimer, I don't even owe it to them, but, you know, whatever. DoorDash was also doing that. I was like, what? That's so cool, right? Get this. Sometimes, and one time, I went on and they had everything half off. Those tins were 50% off. I got 2 for $17. So, be on the lookout for that stuff, fam. Yamasaki Dynamique. Look at that. Look at this artwork. Holy moly, I've never seen Metatite in like a fighting stance. That video series idea, get the Uber Eats driver to open the pack during the delivery. Okay, Matt called it, I won that tin on a channel once a long time ago. It had a Fusion Strike pack in it too, right? It didn't. Mine only had 2 Lost Origin, 1 Silver Tempest in there. Always dropping links and spreading the love. Absolute legend. How you doing today, Mr. J? 18 people chilling up in my chat. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't, go ahead and hit that like button. Oh, man, there's some incredible artwork in the set. Espada. Mawile. So what do y'all think? Do you think the Pokemon is on the backside, or do you think the mouth is the Pokemon? Or do you think the yellow thing is the Pokemon? I think the yellow thing's a decoy. Something to lure you in and then chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, 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 chomp. Yeah, completely different lineup, right? And maybe they swap out the packs over time. I know they do that with like the Pokeballs, but Resident Evil. Come play with me. Chomp, 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 chomp. Mawile freaks me out too. I haven't seen him in Mawile. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, the Mawile V alt art from Silver Tempest is one of my favorites, or from the Trainer Gallery. Wild, wild. Fusion Strike, though, Dragon Fang Dan, that's my son's favorite set, Nate the PokéGhost. Very puny. He's trying to complete Fusion Strike, and I'm very proud of him because I've told him, give it up, son. You're never gonna make it. It's a fool's dream. And he goes, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna help you do it. So I'm proud of him for sticking with it. So Fusion Strike, I'm always after. It's just so expensive now. Hopefully MJ Holdings starts stocking on Walmart shelves instead of scalping on their web. Right? Right? MJ Holdings. Where would we be without them? It's a love-hate relationship with them, isn't it? P-Dove is such an NYC pigeon, right? Sitting there like, huh, I'm gonna start some crap today. I'm walking in. Sven, Poke7s, everyone's here. Yeah, all the cousins are here. All the ghosties, all the fam. Appreciate you dropping in, Sven. It's good to see you. I saved the packs. I got them. Random YouTuber do a birthday rip, 2 fusion, and a bunch of other random packs. Pulled Espeon VMAX alt art. No shot. No shot. That's amazing. Sorry, yo. Got the Iron Hands. Shiro Ganjima was also an incredible artist. They will be one in the future. Still on the lookout for Taiga. Shibuza. There's another front-facing Pokemon. I might start a front-facing Pokemon binder, y'all. These cards are so cool. And I've been seeing a lot of them. A lot of them. One of your favorite cards. This one? The Iron Hands? Which one, ALB? Curious if there's a lag and how long it is. I should go slower. But this card, Nuzleaf, hard it goes. Meltan. Never really seen a good Meltan. Although the Meltan art rare. It's been a long week, y'all. I can't even remember the art rare Meltan is from. Any specific cards your little man needs from Fusion Strike? If I have it and he needs it, I'll help the youngin' Demonic Eve. You have no idea how much that means to me. I will absolutely get the list from my son, and I will let you know. Of course, you can probably imagine that he's got all the, probably all the base set. Maybe there's a couple hollows he doesn't have, but they're pretty much all the art rares. But I will say as well, y'all, that my son is in love and on a mission to collect every Yamask and Cofagrigus in every language in every set. And I just think that's absolutely, absolutely wonderful. All right. So, in all my begrudgingness there, Matt, I didn't even realize your Meltan, it's done by your guy, Taiga Kuyama. Good call. This is an incredible art style. Also very void of black, but that makes the black that they do put in it have meaning and purpose. Makes the figure pop out. I appreciate y'all, I do. Hiya, Sven. How are the sevens and yourself doing tonight? Says Matt. Dad gang. You know it. Alright, we're going to start a pile for our boy over here. And we're going to keep looking. We got a B-Day tonight, stuffed with cake. Happy born day to the born day person. That's amazing. Just want to make sure we didn't miss anybody. God, this is still an artist I want to get to. HC KRGC Kickert. Incredible Emotion. This one's pretty good too. That's Dom, D-O-M. And then of course Fujimoto Gold. Like just incredible little pieces of artwork in these little windows. There's my boy Yukio Baba. Did one on him or them. Making Magikarp Master Set, adding in other languages when I can. Excellent. Magikarp is a good one because it has a lot of cards. Because you can go through and say, okay, I'm going to do that DPM because he did the Gengar set. If you haven't seen the DPM Gengar Master Set, go watch it. Like, absolutely great. Though get ready because it's probably about the same as a full-length movie. So just get ready for that. But it's absolutely wonderful, and it's so awesome to see how many people it inspired to start their own Pokemon Master Sets. But then I was thinking, like, which one would I do that to? Because if you want to pick, like, I'll do Tortuga. Okay, I got all 5 cards. I'm done. Master Set complete. But if you pick a Pokemon like Magikarp or Snorlax or, for God's sakes, Pikachu, you're going to have quite the journey. So I think that Magikarp is featured enough to be fun, but not featured too much to be overbearing. So I like that. The mid-era Rev Hollows are brutal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can only imagine. Not to mention, because I imagine for the Master Set, you're really not going for, you know, style and grace. Like, it's a binder piece. It's not going to need a 10. But even so, trying to find one in good condition, let alone at all nowadays, just the reverse hollows, which is why the reverse hollows that I get nowadays, every single one of them is sleeved in my bulk. Because one day somebody's going to need it, want it, cherish it, and I'm going to have it, and it's not going to have a single scratch on it. Why? Because we sleeve it before we leave it. Fujimoto, Akira, Komatsu. Pretty good, pretty good. So yeah, I was thinking about that game, and I think that's something that I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to give it some honest thought, and I'm going to come up with an idea for a game of guess the artist, or name the set the art is from. I think would be a pretty good also. Ujima, Aquapolis and Skybridge enter the fray. Oh, Aquapolis. E-Series, no. Kara, still lots of Paradox and Silver and Astral in my area. Ooh. Depending on where that area is. Don't tempt me. But for real, tempt me. You're great, Kara. PokéNewbie, it'd be bad at that game, but would definitely be fun to watch. But would you play PokéNewbie? So I really want to see if Mr. Skang needs this, because I'll throw it in the pack that I'm making for him. I know he's trying to get Temporal Forces. I have the list screenshotted. This is the whole reason I pulled these out, was to find these cards for Mr. Skang. So we got the Iron Thorns, done by Takeshi Nakamura. Gorgeous art. Let's get a close-up of this guy, huh? Look at that. Look at that. Some of its notable features match those of an object named within a certain expedition journal as Iron Thorns. So a lot of the future and ancient Pokemon have Pokedex entries that are well, kind of ancient, more researchy. And before the Area Zero fiasco, these Pokemon were only ever heard of as like myth or legend. So if you haven't played the game, I highly recommend it. Jane, my favorite stalker. Hello. It's good to see you, fam. I hope you had an amazing day, Jane. How are you doing? Aw, you're a great cat. I'd be mad. Oh, let's see. Got the Iron Valiant. So let me tell you this story, y'all. Of course, I'm sorry if you don't like story time, you're gonna hate it here. But one day, I was playing Violet on the Switch, and I realized that Iron Valiant was in the game. It's very hard to get. There's only one that spawns at a time. Gotta go to the deepest part of Area Zero to get it. It's not impossible to catch multiple. It's just time consuming. Plus they're so hard to catch. So hard to weaken. Artist appreciation here. This is Tokayu. Beautiful action shot. But I was like, man, this is so hard to do. And these are so time consuming. How can a child do it? Like, this would be really hard for a child, 5, 6, 7-year-old playing the game, trying to get the good Pokemon, the Iron Valiant. And so one day I just got on the game and I spent so much time, probably 3 or 4 hours, catching Iron Valiant, just so I could wonder trade them, just random trade them to the world. No idea if they were going to kids, but just the thought of a kid opening an Iron Valiant and being like, oh my god! Oh my god! And it's not ripped, hacked, nothing? It just kind of like made my day. So even if it went to a bunch of, you know, another bunch of middle-aged dudes such as myself, the thought of helping out people who just couldn't do it just really made me happy. Oh, excuse me. I know how to drink coffee, I swear. So that's my story on Iron Valiant. Hey Jane, we should exchange stalker notes on techniques and hiding places. Do you use pushers or 24 likes and 460 subs? Let's go. Thanks for whoever hit that sub button. I appreciate y'all. Even if you're just lurking, enjoying the art, having a good time hearing about stories. Also, I need to know, do I have any Lapras warriors out there? Do I have any Lapras savers out there? Does anybody understand what I say when I say that? Well, let me tell you why I say it that way, because the very first entry for Lapras kind of mentions, hey, there's not a whole lot of Lapras left on the planet. In fact, they're almost endangered. They are endangered, they are almost extinct. And my little 8-year-old brain was like, oh my god, Lapras is extinct? Well, when I understood the concept of the Pokemon Daycare Center, I was like, oh my god, I wonder if I can drop my Ditto, drop my Lapras, breed more, and then release them. Oh my god, I could do that. So I went around, caught a couple Lapras, and then I started breeding them, and then I started releasing them into the wild. Loch Ness herd, you said, only lures left. I saw Lapras at SeaWorld, we're good. We're good. And then they kidnapped Shamu and put her in a chlorine tank. Shout out to School of Rock. School of Rock. Atsuko Nishida. Look at this kitty. You like a kitty. Yeah, I believe your heart. I think that's what she's saying. Ooh, got the fortress. Man, this looks like an old style, like, comic book, doesn't it? Doesn't this look like a comic page or a panel? Who is this? Osar? Wow, okay. Color me impressed. As long as you color me like that, because man, that is beautiful. This kitty has no dental plan. Dental? Do you know what time it is to go to the dentist? 2:30. Get it? Man, that's gorgeous fortress. Wow, I'm a poet and didn't even realize. Another Rapidash, reverse hollow this time. Ba-bum. Thank you, Kara. I appreciate that. Typically, I gotta give him my own rim shot, so, you know, appreciate that. Ooh, Whimsicott. And Cottony, at least Whimsicott has a face. You can do a little bit more with it. Ooh, Miraidon. Vigosan. Yeah, it's hard to believe that what they did to these things in the game. I mean, I love the game. I love the story. The fact that they just made them into sandwich-loving beasts is beyond me why they did it. Whoopsie! But man, they are vicious in attack mode. Jokes for days, oh, you guys have no idea. In fact, that was going to be one of my first ever careers as a child, is I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. And then I realized that requires a lot of standing, and I'm not for that. Love that Relicanth. Mina Nakai. Nokai? Okay. Relicanth is starting to grow on me. Another Iron Thorns. Ah, Cutie Fly. Alright, let's try a little test. Name that artist, y'all. Cutie Fly from Temporal Forces. Megan! Well, hello! I hope you're doing well tonight, fam. How was the rest of your day? Kaz is thinking. We're trying to guess the artist here, Megan, if you want to try. Appreciate you being here. Megan's a good friend of mine. While y'all think on that for a second, I'm just gonna grab something real quick. They're adorable sandwich lovers. First playthrough, there's a glitch or something during some quest or mini games where it can make them shiny during it. Made me wish you could actually get them shiny. Huh. If you make a sandwich in by the Herba Mystica to make the fairy type spawn, you get a lot of Iron Valiant. That is something that I didn't know at the time, Dragonfang Dan. Not to mention, I wasn't really a big, like, what do they call them? Like raids, heists, mega battles, the crystal battles. One could say that I was very nervous to play with other people because I feared that I wasn't as good and I didn't want to hold people back, so I often tried to take on some of those Terra challenges all on my own. And it is Sakio. Wow, check you out, Caradox. Did anyone else say it? Nope. Alright, Caradox, check you out. Sakio. Definitely Void of Black on the little sunflower hat. I love it. Shiny Hunter indeed. It's early for you in Arizona. It's almost midnight here. Hi, Kevin's friends. It is almost midnight there. So I guess the best question is... Oh, I showed it by accident. Oh, I guess I did when I put it here, huh? I guess you could see it. I forgot. Yeah, I do a lot of shiny hunting. Yeah, I actually do a lot of shiny hunting too, cuz. Same one that made the Bombardier, right? And the Mercury. Yep, you got it. You got it. And then, there is also a question that I did have. And it's a good question. I think my dad asked it once. He said, is there an artist that has drawn one of every Pokemon? Good question. Those limited challenges are hard on your own. Haven't played in so long. I know, and I'm kind of mad that I missed the Rayquaza. But good news is I found a friend of mine who played Scarlet, and we actually played together, and we raid together now. So I have someone to go through it with. If anybody ever wants to get down on some Pokemon, just let me know. I'll send you my friend code, and we'll go do some raids together. Didn't see it before in the hand. I was too busy saying, yeah, I know, Caradox. You're pretty good with the art. I'm going to bed. Have fun. Bye, Megan. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I love you. What's your favorite shiny so far? Yeah, what's your favorite shiny? I have my own. Yeah, Iliad you. Oh, I'll add you. Got you. Man, that took way too long for just, needing a space. I'm moving a little slow. I think I'm going to finish my coffee before it becomes iced coffee. Haven't played since the Rayquaza, but I would do some raids. I don't know that I have a very strong team. That's okay. You don't need a strong team in Pokemon. That's the great thing, because typing exists. And when you have typing and weaknesses, you could have a tiny little fairy and take out a dragon. No offense to Dragonite. I have so many faves. Scizor is up there. Kyogre. Rayquaza is probably one of the best shinies out there. Alien, they did a shiny raid. That one you mean? The shiny raids, yeah. Oh, shiny raids, maybe not. I like the raids though. If Sugimori didn't, nobody will. I don't think anyone has illustrated every single one. You know what? Good call, JR. I think that's going to be a research project of mine, but he would be one that I would put up there, as well as Kogamaru and Minu. He's been around since the beginning as well. And then Mitsuhiro Arita, I'm sure he's done quite a few himself. So those would be the three that I would look at first, but... Yes, that one. I thought it was cool. Booted the game back up. Yeah. Heck yeah. In fact, that's one that I'm actually quite mad that I missed. But I totally spaced it. Work got crazy, and then, of course, the whole YouTube thing requires a lot of time and attention. I have some jumbo cards. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Personally, I'm not a real big fan of the jumbo. My son likes the jumbo cards, but I was thinking about framing them. They might make good wall pieces, so... But there's my boy, Ghost Pup, Houndstone. SP Common Shinies can be awesome. Lechonk is top tier. I love Lechonk Shiny because it's kind of like a Crabrawler Shiny, or is it Clauncher? But the blue lobster, its shiny is just red, and it just looks like a normal lobster. I think it is Clauncher. Like 2 different forms. Switch 2 pre-orders next month. Ooh. Hope Switch still turns on. Last game I played was Legend of Zelda. So that's a game that I've been meaning to get. And this is the card I referenced last stream. And I said, I want a giant slab. Ripping packs. Do it. Will PSA grade a jumbo card? My stream was not planned. Just did some art progress on my thumbnail. Oh, okay. Excellent. Look at that. I wish they made this into a normal size card. Yes? Yes. Fiance really wants to play the new Legends. Might have to get the Switch too. Yeah, I might have to. But I really love how Quaxly's represented on the card. 100% Gray's Jumbo. Excellent. I did not know that. I've never seen anybody get a Jumbo return. Probably because... Why, right? The gem pack's only way to get them. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's good to know. I didn't know they had them in the gem packs. Of course, they have the Captain Pikachu in that too, right? And... I know. Slightly off-putting. I'm not the biggest Pikachu fan. I'm a fan of Pikachu. I'm not the biggest Pikachu fan, okay? But he was one that I would absolutely nab up in a heartbeat. And that's really good to know, cause I'm assuming it would be in simplified Chinese in that case. Where does Terapagos and Friends come from? I would love that one. So this came out of the Horizons Adventure box. And it actually came with 2 other promo cards too. A smaller Fuecoco and then a Sprigatito. And I was so mad that Quaxly didn't get his own baby card, like normal card. I still am, but I know that Quaxly got his own collection box, and now I kind of feel bad for the other 2. But I've been wanting to pick up that Quaxly box. It's just, like everything else, it's always out of stock. Where's the PSA does great jumbo cards? I might have to send that off then. Yeah, absolutely, ripping packs. And if you stream that return, man, I'll watch that all day. How awesome and ironic would the Litten card be by Asako Ito? Yep, the Sako Ito. That would be awesome. A Litten card. Oh, I know there's something here. I know there's something here, because it would be like a Litten kitten. Boom! You knit a Sako Ito. If anybody is ever curious about who does the crocheted cards, they are not done by multiple people. It is one artist so far that I've seen, and that is, to JR's point, a Sako Ito. And of course, here's my Mama Ghost tribute card. I got the Palafin jumbo card. Done by Planeta Michizuki. I would die on the Eevee best hill. Pika is cute, not Eevee. Ooh. Eevee is best hill. Pika's cute, but not Eevee cute. Is that what you meant? I agree. Cat versus Yarn. Oh my god, I never thought of that. Never thought of that. Cat versus Yarn. That would be like a dog made out of a bone. Incredible. I'm just looking right now, JR. Yes. Yes, that one. And let me tell you why. Story time. Quaxly sent me the Quaxly card. But story time, I wonder if Ito is their real name. It also means thread or yarn. Get out of here, Halian. This is why we love having you around with your wealth of knowledge of the language. That's incredible. Does Asako, I mean, I'm pretty sure Asako is just a normal first or last name. Maybe it's a nickname, because somebody with that talent might get that nickname, Thread or Yarn. Like, yo, what up, Thread? Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't crochet, so don't call me that, but yes, Quaxly, thank you. Story time. So, when I first saw Quaxly, I died. Okay, and I was like, oh my god, this guy. And then I saw him move in the game, and he was very like, Quax, And he just seemed very pompous. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not picking him. I'm not picking him. And then I was like, waiting for the game to drop, waiting. And then I saw a poll come out. And that poll was who people are most excited to select as their starter. And Quaxly was at like 13%. And I don't know why or what caused me to do this, but I was like, oh, that's awful. I feel bad now. And so I selected Quaxly, and wouldn't you know it, that little duck grew on me. Like 100% grew on me. And it didn't help as he grew up, of course, because he changes from Quaxley into Quaxwell, and I just think, oh, Quaxwell, oh, Quaxwell. Yeah, Sakura's a name, but Ito could also be a normal name too. Could be a coincidence. Is that, and I'm of course just asking for sake of ignorance here, Halion, but is that like common there? Like if you're like working a trade, typically your namesake will take that as well, like, you know, Smith or Skinner, like we used to do here in the England and U.S. Quaxley should take over the A-flag. I agree. Should take over the A-flag. Quaxley. But I don't have insurance. Quaxley. Yo, we should make a Quaxley insurance shirt. That's what we should do. Hello, good people. WTF. What's up, man? I hope you're doing well tonight, fam. It's good to see you. We're just hunting for some art, having a good time talking. Of course, I'm going to make my disclaimer now. If you don't like story time, probably not going to like it here. But I'm just going to keep on talking, keep on telling stories, man, because I love stories. This card is very not hated because it's a cool card, but I just hate how passed up it is in modern sets. And this, of course, is in Twilight Masquerade. I believe they put this card in Prismatic Evolutions, Terra Festival. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. But they made a Pokeball version of this card, and it was just stunningly beautiful. Let me know if I'm making that up, and I mandalaed myself, but I love this card. The color contrast all over the rainbow, the 4 masks, as well as the DLC, the Ogerpon. Definitely. Would have been a long time ago, but if their last name is Ito, it could have actually been Itu in Japanese, which could have been a bit different anyway. I got you. Excellent. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. This is a beautiful, beautiful... It kind of looks like Bob Ross painted it, right? Kind of the background, and then he's like, now we're just gonna put a happy little Galele here. We're just gonna make him a little angry. But that's okay. We can all get a little angry sometimes. Card is one of the last from the main set I need for Twilight Masquerade. That card... Oh, from Twilight Masquerade, you need this card, Dragonfang Dan? Is that what you're saying? Love this Galea. Let me know, Dragonfang Dan, if that's what you need. I mean, I'd happily send this card to you. Unless you meant Terra Festival. Yeah, the masks. Like the mask card or this one? Because I can send you this card, Dragonfang Dan. Just let me know if you want that. I'll put that to the side for you. Because that one isn't really too tough. I'm sure I've got more too. Unless you mean the actual, like, SAR masks, in which case I do not have those. I would love to have those. Healer. Oh. WTF! What's up, Heal? I was hanging out in ALB stream a little bit earlier. Or not ALB, ADL. He was going through some mail. I'm waiting for him to get my package because I sent him that EV card I've been waiting to send off to him. This is another amazing artist. This is Round. I know some artists try to keep their personal info private, so maybe that's why. Just harder to find information on certain ones. That's a good point. That's a good point, Kara. I was thinking that too. It might be like a pen name or something. Excellent. Appropriate for the art. Miki Tanaka. I'm new too. That's funny. Pokey Newbie and Matt are new and new too. It was crazy how you can't pull a couple commons from every set. It is crazy! Yeah, the masks. It is totally crazy. In fact, I was at John Parker raid. Okay, what's up, John Parker? How are you? Welcome, Raiders. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you coming through. Feel free to grab a seat. I believe Kara has the coffee maker going. Sunder's bought 20 packs of Paldea Evolved and pulled the Magikarp. Let's go, Jane. That's awesome. Oh, that is so cool. That deserves a woo. John Parker. Welcome in, Raiders. I appreciate you coming on through. Grab a seat. Enjoy some of the art with us. We're looking for some Incredible artist. In fact, I just did some shorts on Narami Soto. I did feature this card. It was in Japanese. What's up, hug everyone? I don't know if I have a hug command yet, but I appreciate you all. The sentiment is always there. It is the thought that counts. How was the stream, John Parker? It's good to see you, fam. Awesome Glamora by Kazumoso Yosakuni. Look at that. Look at the color play. I wish Dex Hunt was here, man. He's a sucker for good color theory like I am. But check at this. This is probably my favorite color combination of anything. Are the dark blues, the deep purples with the turquoise. The magentas kind of set it off. They needed the contrast. But man, you would not want to see that flying through a cave. GG's Jane, I still need that card from my master set. Oh yeah, it's such a beautiful card done by the wonderful Shinji Kanda. And if you look very faintly above that Magikarp, very, very faintly, you can actually see a full-size Gyarados. And that card, as I learned on Dex Hunt stream, is really symbolizing the journey that Magikarp takes as it's working its way up to the evolution. Also symbolizing the salmon floating upstream. So, I thought it was very neat. If you haven't seen Dex Hunt stream, haven't seen his shorts, go watch. I swear, he teaches me something every day. Festival grounds, definitely an odd little place. You can buy different masks for yourself for the mask festival in the game at this little place. I should just buy it in Korean or something cheaper. You could just buy it in Korean. Of course, Japanese as well. You could buy a bunch of, what is that? Not Wild Forces. Triple Beat? Is it Triple Beat? I think it's Triple Beat. Got this gorgeous Florges. Alright, Ghosty fam, I have to get some good rest for my drive to Tennessee tomorrow. Have a great night and rest of the night. You as well, Caradox. I appreciate you being here, fam. I hope your trip goes amazing. Let me know if you need anything at all, and if I got it, you got it. Those shorts, though. Those shorts, though, am I right? I need those shorts like yesterday. Deck's very artistic and fun to watch. I agree. I think we're going to be printing those, JB, so love you, Kev. Talk to you soon, fam. Yes, love you too, Kara. Please have a great night. Gorgeous Florges by the one and only Ligton. But yeah, I think that we're going to be, he's going to be hooking up with somebody to print those off. And then he refuses to make any profit on it for some reason, so he's just going to sell it at what he purchased to print them as. But he figured it would be a fun little thing to do, and we printed it. We made a whole rocket set, so it was quite cool. Oh my goodness, this Apom always freaked me out, right? Because I mean, I know it's the tail. But it's like, why is he holding himself? It just looks weird. I buy him immediately, right? I buy him yesterday. Those shorts, that hoodie, and then the sweatshirt, I think, would be my three. There's our buddy Soft Fur Balls, or Soft Hair Balls. Gorgeous tadpole looking at himself. Handheld fan. Rillaboom looking like a BA. Coming on through. Toriyufu. Appreciate you coming through. Did I miss anything? Is John Parker still here? How was the stream, John Parker? You having a good night, fam? Whoa. If this isn't Kawaii, I'm gonna be impressed. Ooh, it's Asuno. Okay, I have a few Reverum cards out there that I admire. This one takes it to the next level, man. This is incredible. Yeah, this is incredible. I keep hearing that ringing sound too. I don't know if those are people coming in. I might have to look at my settings again. Oh, Kara, I guess the Ninetales just had to see you off. Which is funny, because I'm sure since the stream started, I've told way more than Ninetales. But I absolutely love this card. It is a scene from the game. That is a mountain on the top of this mountain up here. It's actually where one of the lake trio live. You have to get up there. Gotta call it a night too, guys. Gotta get on that roof early in the morning. Hope everyone has a good night. You as well, Rippin' Packs. Thanks so much for dropping in. I hope you have a great night, fam. Have a great day tomorrow. And we are streaming again on Saturday, y'all. For those that did not hear, I was able to secure a box of Night Wanderer. So we're going to do Night Wanderer round 2. We're going to go hunting for the Persian. So I hope you can come and join us. We found our first Shibuya. So we're going to pop this in that pile. Which pile was it? I think it was this guy. Nope. It's Nagamisu. Shibuya's over here. But this card was definitely interesting to me, because they certainly decided to use a white outline. I guess the black outline would go harsh against the water. Shibuya is a state of me when I drink too much. Shibuya. Might start collecting him. It's collecting him. Shibuya. I like his art too. It's just so cute and subtle and straight to the point, and like they're always doing something. Like there's always an action shot to be had. I think that this like Attitude Tatsugiri, like they all have personality. There's always things to see. Yeah, I think that this is an amazing artist. Good night to, I should go to sleep, but I won't. Trust me, that's alright, even if you have to just kind of lurk. I don't know, I heard my voices sometimes like breaching in that ASMR realm, so just fall asleep. Sleep, you're getting sleepy. Sleepy. Back to Ron. I think these are ones that I've already gone through. Ooh, Delibird. It's not. That's Nagumisu, though. I thought it looked familiar. That's someone we're looking for. Iron Bundle. Beautiful card. Derpy Pokemon. Silly looking. Don't know why it would exist in the future. But man, that statement, Eve, is definitely one that I can relate to all too well. There's my boy Kawaii. Just the emotion in every stroke, it seems. You can always kind of tell how he's feeling. And you wouldn't want to see that looking at you, that's for sure. Holy moly. Kamiwata. On my radar now. On my radar. That's funny, ALB. And I will say just simply me too. Yeah, I'm not impressed with this artwork. Can't doubt it though, it's still art. Gorgeous. Gorgeous little Clefairy. Walking through. Minding its own business. Got the love ball. Super sweet. Hug someone you love, y'all. Got this very iconic Heracross by Tushano Aoki. It's funny because there is an Aoki out there, and they just go by Aoki. I did a feature on them once. Okubo, did a feature on them once. As Rage would say, super sweet. La baby. You kill Babo. La baby. It's actually funny. I think I heard Flabébé was one of DPM's favorite Pokemon to say. Flabébé. There we go, Shibuza. There's our patented white outline. Look at that little guy. Look at him. He's ready to fight. He's ready. Super cute. Saya Saruda. So this artist is actually pretty special to me. So story time. When I first started the channel, there was a few people that were not in the communities or streams that I would be in that would pop in and comment on the shorts and support me. And somebody, first lover of the artist appreciation, on one of my very first artist appreciation shorts ever, mind you, I'm about to put out episode 58 tomorrow. They said, hey, would you ever do one on Saya Saruda? It's like one of my favorite Pokemon, or illustrators. And I just thought that was so cool. It was an illustrator that I hadn't been noticing before. And so when they said that and set me on that mission, I did in fact do 2 episodes on Saya Saruda. And so every time I see it, I just think of that one fan back in the day that offered it up. I'd have to go back and look and see who it was and if they're still around, but it was special to me. Ambipom. Figured they liked those hands so nice, they did it twice. But Kichiro Itu is definitely on my list of people to get to. Kichiro! Got the bug catching set. Got this amazing Scoliopede. Look at that. I love the sky, if that is sky. Poking through the trees. Man. Shabringaroo! That's another one. Another one. Another one. Shout out Danny Phantom. Got another Pokemon featuring the moon for my moon lovers out there, in case you need to know. In Twilight Masquerade, there's a Phantom with a moon out there, and it is by Katsumi Sato. Super cute. Love the ghosty. Aww. I know I got some Eevee fans out in there. Look at the little Eevee. Still 12 of y'all hanging out in here. Here's Sotama. I think I did one on Sotama as well. Gorgeous little Eevee with the watercolor foliage. This one I don't think needed too much black. I can imagine that this is about high noon outside. And if you've ever experienced true high noon outside, you'll realize there are no shadows. But man, that's just gorgeous. Absolutely love it. There you go, JR. Froakie. From the one and only Yukimori. Aww. Sleepy little Vulpix. So, not to be funny at all, but this was not planned at all, that there would be a Yukimori right in front of a sleepy Pokemon. But these are common cards, right? Speaking of which, I'm not sure if you're still here, Dragonfang Dan. I will hold on to that mask card for you. But you made a comment that sometimes the arts themselves, like the common cards, are a little bit hard to come by. And I can say that I've experienced that once myself in Paradox Rift. when I was ripping it with my son and we were going through the binder, putting the booster box away. We got to the trainers and we realized, like, oh, the Snorlax doll. And the Snorlax doll was the one that we were at, and I was like, we only pulled one? We only pulled one common Snorlax doll. And so that's the one in the binder, of course, and even since then I've only ever pulled one or two other Snorlax dolls. So, sorry, I had to refresh my page real quick. I think my chat was bugging out for a second. I appreciate your guys' patience there. But yeah, I thought that was super neat. Call that the JR back-to-back. Let's see, what is this? What is this? More Twilight. I'm sure I had these in a specific order and everything, and I'm just messing them up, but I don't really care. Claymation ones do look best. They sure do. That's done by one artist as well. That's Yukamori. And man, has she come a long way. Has come a very long way. Because if you go back and look at some of her early cards, even from the E-Series, you can see exactly what I mean and how far they've come. Starting a Kamiya collection and looking through my bulk while watching. Excellent, no worries at all, Alien. Appreciate you being here. And if you see any Kamiya cards that you don't have, let me know. This is... ooh, Misoto Nisu. That's new. That awesome Glamora again. Back to the festival grounds. The creepy tail-hugging Apom. The Duramaka, which is very basic, very simple. Osair, love it. Kamiya's a good one to start with. Ooh, that's a gorgeous art style right there. Tetsukoyama. Close, close. We're also looking for Taiga Koyama. This is Saya Saruda. Aw, here you go. I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. There's Taiga Komiya. Wow, that's weird. I feel like there must be 100 at this point. I gotta get to Googling. I'll let you discover that on your own, Halion. I think 100 is kind of a cute number for Kamiya, because Kamiya has definitely been around a long time, so. But yes, if you need any help, I'll happily help you out. I will say that one of his first cards ever made, Tomokazu Kamiya, was the Pokemon March from the base set. This was done by Aya Kasube, and he always has this very dark art style. Plus, I think it's hilarious that Girder is holding an actual Girder. So, the Frostless, Love the Ghosts, is of course done by Makira Tommy. Not looking for them quite yet. And go back to the penny sleeves. Bam! Hype for the EX. Got our 5-band graphics, Dragapult EX. I don't have any of his early stuff yet for sure. I'll have to hit some bulk boxes at the store. Absolutely. That's probably the best place to find it. Luckily, Kamiya is one of those artists that kind of really stands out, so it's really hard to miss his cards. Little Luminize from Osair. Osaro? Orca. Another moon Pokemon, but Illumais have always been a Pokemon. They are Firefly Pokemon. Let's read. It guides Volbeat to draw signs in the night sky. There are scholars who research the meaning of these signs. You know what's really funny is hummingbirds communicate that way too, I think. By flying in different shapes and patterns instead of communicating however they do. Farigiraf, the only one and only couple of palindrome Pokemon, Farigiraf and Girafarig. And I think it's funny because Girafarig, its tail has a little mouth on it. It kind of looks like Farigiraf's head. So I always thought it was funny that its name could go forwards or backwards, and so could Girafarig. Eevee, oh, and Eevee, of course. Gotta collect the Eevees. Alright, let's see what's in this stack. I have no idea what's in here. Okay, cool. Let's keep on going. 13 people still chilling with the ghost. Let's go. Kieran. It's by Ghidorah. I think I actually just featured them this morning. I think Cramorant's one of the best Pokemon. Are those three the only palindromes? Those two? Yeah. Just those two. Girafarig and Farigiraf. What's up, CBC? How are you doing tonight, fam? I hope you're doing well and your day's been amazing. What is up? Kadabra, my boy. Oh, Eevee is a palindrome too, you mean? You're totally right. Halion, you're right. Eevee is a palindrome too. Yes, those are the only three then. I stand corrected. Found a restock at Walmart? Heck yeah, CBC. How'd you do? Were they like, oh, you can only buy one? This is to Zero. I featured them a little bit earlier too. Looks like Jerky or Miki Tanaka. Ooh, Miki Kudo. Okay, it got me. I'm practicing for our future games. Karate Soul. Also, Kieran annoyed me so much, but probably because he's the most realistic kid in the Poke universe. You know, that's kind of right. I don't know if you played the DLCs, Haley, and it sounds like you did because you met Kieran. But there's an additional DLC where you actually have to go back to Kitakami or start a new story to go back to Kitakami Island. And he turns into just a royal dink. I had to fight with a couple scalpers to get a few packs. No way. I hope it didn't come to blows, but if so, I hope they look worse than you, fam. Scalpers make me sick. Aku, Oku. Chi-Yu is one of my favorite of those four legendary Pokemon, I will say. Chi-Yu and Wu-Chin. Or, I'm sorry, Chin-Pao. And I think, just speaking on a little bit, topic we were talking about earlier, is what's our favorite shiny Pokemon. So I'll throw that to the chat. What's your favorite shiny Pokemon? And I will say that, like, Chi-Yu and Chin-Pao have some of the coolest shinies. Jane, you're still around kicking it. Appreciate you being here, fam. We got the Sinistchi. Or, sorry, Poltergeist. Poltergeist. I say Chi. I don't know why. Unishido. Shinxpot. Clefairy. Tangela. This looks like Sekiro also. Ooh, it is not. I love the Chi-Yu AR. I think it's the only one. It is the only Chi-Yu AR. Primarily because Chi-Yu was just introduced at the tail end of Generation 9. So there hasn't really been too many cards of Chi-Yu printed. Or, yeah, Chi-Yu. Man, Chi-Yu, Wu-Chin, Chen-Pao, Ting-Lu. Like, man, you really have to... But I agree. The Chi-Yu AR is absolutely stunning. I'll also say that because the Chi... I believe that's in Paldea Evolved also, so... I think it's funny how Paldea Evolved centers around two gorgeous fish cards. Slugmar pulled the Macargo EX, getting a couple hype for the EX, and got the Screamtail! Screamtail! Got my Ghost, the Chandelure. Love it. Love, love, love it. Monkey Dory. Chilling up in the trees. Like Kodama, who will be featured soon. But of course, I think the 60th episode is going to be centered around Ken Sugimori. Whoa! This artwork did not have to go that hard. Did not have to go that hard. That is incredible. Takashi Shirashi. Tokoshi Shirashi. Holy smokes. Never have I ever seen something like this. It looks very pointillistic. The black is black. Shiny Gyarados and Pogo is my favorite. The red one, Jane, I agree. I think red Gyarados is absolutely great. And it's actually probably one of the first shiny Pokemon to be featured in the games was red Gyarados, shiny Gyarados, because it was at the Lake of Rage. And got the reverse holo also. So cute. These are just the reverse holo. I don't want to say that these are the reverse holo bulk, because I don't have a binder for Temporal or Twilight either. Oh. Nasimisu, is that? No. That's Nisimano. Wow. Nisimano and Namimisu. I'm biased. Gyarados is my favorite. Okay, well, that's a good bias. I will say it is quite disappointing because I do have favorite Pokemon that do not have amazing shiny forms. That's Jimmy. Yeah, I featured them before. Like Mimikyu. Mimikyu is my favorite Pokemon, hands down. That's Ochikiri. I will feature them. So cute. But a shiny is just very... They didn't put too much thought into it. They just kind of made him monochromatic, like black and white almost. Which is fine. Which is fine. Shiny is a shiny. I can remember spending many, many countless hours attempting to catch shiny Mimikyu. Okay, random A-Spec. There's our Pheasantipity. And so, for those that don't know and played the game, these chains around the neck are actually poison that were produced by Pecharan. I don't like the Dragonite shiny that much either, even though he's my favorite, right? Do you know who else has a terrible shiny? Gengar. They could have just made him white like his Mega Evolution. That would have been just fine. But the chains, depending on where the chains are wrapped around, is what was enhanced about the characters. So, like Okidogi wrapped it around his neck, so he's just super buff and strong, and Monkey Dory wrapped it around his head, so he's just always super smart. And then Pheasantipity wrapped it around her breast, giving her a strong heart. Pokemon number 1016. Incredible. Gengar 2. Also, Pikachu's lame. Yeah, Pikachu shiny is lame. You're not wrong. And Raichu for that matter. But I am going to tell you a little bit around the reasons as to why Gen 1 shinies don't really hold up to some of the shinies we could see produced today. Wow, I was really disappointed with that we didn't find more artists in that. And that's because on the original Game Boy, we didn't really have too many colors, if at all, until the Game Boy Color happened. And then when the Game Boy Color happened, there was a very limited color palette that they could have in those games. And one of those colors was green, the other one was pink. And so that's why you see a lot of shiny Pokemon that are just solid green. I will say it does pay off for some. Like, I will say the shiny Scizor is pretty cool. Vaporeon does have a great shiny, though. He was one that got the pink treatment, and I think it turned out okay. There's a lot worse just monochromatic colors that he could have been. At least I think Vaporeon was the pink one. I know that Espeon kind of got shafted when it comes to shinies. I don't like the Espeon shiny. It's just so green. So green. And I really don't care for the, I do really like the Umbreon shiny. I love the blue. It's just, yeah, I like it. Wish Leafeon shiny with fall leaves also, right? That would be cool. That would be cool. Man, I appreciate you talkers, man. I'm a talker myself, if I haven't made that clear already. And so I appreciate the communication, keeping up. Of course, if you are just lurking, that is totally fine too. I hope you are enjoying yourselves. I hope you like watching and hearing about the art. I'm going to show you one of my favorite artworks from another set that I don't have a binder for yet, but I think it's going to be the next English set that I go for. It's going to be Stellar Crown. Because this is by far one of the greatest full arts you could ever hope to get. Time to chow down. Wonder Shine. Not only is the active Pokemon now confused, but it delivers 130 damage. Are you kidding me? How playable is this? Like, you can make a sick Darkspun deck. But I think the pinks on it just remind me of the pink Homer donuts that I love to eat, so it's super neat. Uh-oh, I think people are starting to fall asleep. This year I've opened more Stellar Crown than others, so I do have quite a bit of the EXs and the Ace specs. And the normal arts. I'm making lunch. What are you making, Halion? What's for lunch? Don't feel obligated either. You make your lunch. I just like to talk. Alright, Crabominable. It's one of the better looking cards here. That's got to be Nagimisu, because I noticed a lot of their cards that we're looking for and collecting. This guy, they're pretty much all in action. Blaziken has a great shiny. See how normally they're all in action, except this one. Yeah, I'm proud. Look at my lawn. My lawn is good. Okay, maybe not totally action, but definitely more dynamic poses for the Pokemon. So, really enjoy that. Gotta be careful and remember where these came from. Got that Cradilly. Which Cradilly will be not my fave. Noctowl. Got my grandma. Instant ramen, I'm a terrible cook. Oh, you don't have to be a great cook to make food. You just have to be good at knowing directions and reading the recipe. Pangoro, another amazing action shot. Let's see. Ooh, it's by Kichiro. Kichirito. Gorgeous, gorgeous art. I love the lightning strikes. Archulodon. Not anybody's real. I mean, I'm be curious, and I'm not naysaying any Pokemon, because every Pokemon has potential. But I'm curious if Archulodon is anybody's favorite Pokemon. Got another Grand Tree. Lucario EX, getting hyped for the EX. Got the Raging Bolt. And the reverse Greavard. This is one of my favorite Greavard arts, just simply because of how, I don't know, creepy, solemn, lonely it is. Hot dogs cut up into pieces in the ramen. There you go. In fact, I've got something that's going to blow your mind if you ever want to try it. But me, I've tried some pretty incredible things in the kitchen. And the one thing I do like playing with is consistency. That's Kadama as well. For those that weren't here, I was buying some packs on Christopher Hubert Houston the third stream, and he pulled me the SAR Raging Bolt out of Wild Forces, and got a pretty gnarly print line, but that's okay. It's going to be binder love anyway, but definitely a shining moment of the night. So what I used to do is I used to cut up the hot dogs, Ryan, and then I would take the uncooked spaghetti noodles and skewer the hot dogs with it, and then I would make the noodles. And then they would cook inside the hot dogs, and then you could pick up the hot dog pieces and eat the noodles too. So try to be creative when working. What to put on top of rice? Yeah, rice is good. I used to eat my rice with honey. Tell me this isn't the awesomest Mewtwo pose ever. I used to do that in Kraft Dinner mac and cheese, though. Oh, I love Kraft mac and cheese. Powdered cheese is bad for you, but I don't care. Kentaro. But this is like an amazing Mewtwo pose. How it's only an uncommon. I feel like they did Mewtwo dirty. Okay, Swalot. I see you. Double. Oh, look, Halion. It's Hyoganosuke. It's another one for your collection. I may have to go through one day. If you want, Halion, I can put aside any of these Hyoganosuke cards if you're looking to start a real collection, but I'll let you go through your bulk before I just start throwing you more that you don't need. There's another, I guess this is a front-facing Pokemon. He's tilted to the left a little bit, but that's symmetrical enough. How about a slice of cheese in your ramen? That's a common thing to do. Or shredded cheese. You can top the thing with shredded cheese. I like spice Halion, so I would put sriracha. And I know sriracha, I think, is like Thailand, but if you have sriracha, it goes good on anything. Yeah, look through your bulk and let me know. We can do another bulk search. We found another Rika. Let's see. It's a water Pokemon. It's not really an ice Pokemon. It doesn't look like an ice environment. So maybe my theory is busted, but it's still a water Pokemon. Reshiram. This is my favorite Reshiram art until I saw En's Reshiram. And I'm chasing En's Reshiram hard, by the way. It's an incredible artwork. This one here was done by Iwamoto05. This legendary Pokemon can scorch the world with fire. But it helps those that want to build the world of truth. It's like, come on, that's like superhero behavior right there. I am vengeance. Hello, Jirachi. Everybody make a wish. Make a wish, Ghost fan. It's our wish Pokemon. Done by Kyoroi Mori. Do love cheese. A place by us does super awful for you ramen, and adding cheese is an option. Super awful for you ramen. Oh, super awful for you ramen. I get you. I was like, why would you go someplace that's super awful to you? Bombardier. Another Aya Kusube. The first time I haven't seen him holding his little pouch there. Chin Chow. And I do want to kind of draw back on my claim, because I think it may be a different dialect, but I may have been misinformed on Chin Chow and Lanterns, so I'm going to hold off on that fun fact. Tastes awesome though, right? That's what I like about pho. I just feel like that's like my cheat day. But there are all-you-can-eat, like, Chinese food places, and man, I'll just go there and eat. We'll have to meet, Kev. I got a Reshiram in Japanese. Ah, okay. We're going to have to meet. I got this card for you too, fam. And a few others that I've been putting aside. Gotta go. Have a good one, mate. And gotta go shopping. Man, I hope that you're going shopping. If you see any Pokemon in the wild, you're going to have to let us know exactly what it is you found. But if it's anything else, just have a real great day today, Kaz. I appreciate you being here, fam. Alien, oops, delivery downstairs. Okay, no worries. If you're not back in 5 minutes, though, I'm sending people to look for you. For food, but we'll do. Okay. Well, enjoy your food search. See, we got some more jerky here. I probably should have went through these when I was doing jerky, because this Asmorel is cute. I'm going to have to do more episodes on jerky. Jerky Fox, I imagine. All the Jerky cards would probably make sick shadow box arts. I don't know if you've made any more of those quite yet. Got the Vikavolt. This is by Shibirengu, which is not Shibuya, which is who we're looking for. But man, that's probably the sickest Vikavolt I've seen. Got the Fletchling to 0. That's cool. That's the Blueberry Academy for those that don't know. So in the DLC, you actually get to go to 2 places. First place you go to is Kitakami Island, where you get to meet the Ogrepon and the Loyal 3. Then after that, you get to go to another academy called the Blueberry Academy. And the Blueberry Academy has an entire underground terrarium where you can just run around and catch all Pokemon. And the more and more you play, you unlock, and you can start getting all the starter Pokemon in there. And so that's my current mission in the game, is getting all the shiny starters. And I'm happy to inform you, although it's been a minute since I picked it up, because as soon as I got my shiny Fennekin, man, I freaked out. So I would have to say that shiny Fennekin is another one of my favorite shinies. So Lily. No, I've been sorting bulk mostly. Might do a pop-up stream to see how it looked, trying to do it with the new camera mount I got. Yeah, man, heck yeah, do it. Do it. I know I kind of ruined Halien's plans tonight, because I know she was planning to live stream and do the sorting in her binders, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be live, because I'll be honest with y'all, we will find Shibuya. Uh-oh, I think I squirreled. Oh yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really do the whole, like, self-promote thing too well, like in the Discord, like, let y'all know when I'm going live. I just kind of schedule it, and, you know, just, I don't want anybody to, like, plan to show up to see, like, no, that shouldn't be anybody's plan, you know, but I might start doing that just to see if that kind of helps with scheduling and whatnot, because I feel bad when I kind of... Alright, Taiga, but not the Taiga we're looking for. That's a sick Salazzle, though. Gal! How are you doing today, fam? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Oh, look at this little Eldegoss. Look at him. Funyuns acquired. Heck yeah, JR. Have you ever had those flamin' hot Funyuns, fam? Those are that's the joint right there. Just woke up, wanted to say hi. Well, good morning to you, gal. I hope you have an amazing day. And yeah, feel free to pop in anytime at all. What do you have on the plans today? You have to work today? Awesome. Pangoro. Chinchou, amazing Toadschool, Tetsukoyama, not Taiga, Tetsu, gorgeous. I still think it's ridiculous he runs around on his little tentacles, but... Joltik, of course this picture looks so threatening. Yeah, going to work now. Well, I hope you have an amazing day at work, and any goals that you have to accomplish today, I hope they go through without a hitch. Appreciate you, and we're sending all the ghost luck, love, and well wishes your way for an awesome day. But this Joltik cracks me up, because this card looks so threatening, and then you realize, like right there, see, he's 4 inches tall, so he's like this little guy. People would use him to charge their cell phone, and he just looks so threatening. Love it. Greavard. Love that too. It is by Miki Tanaka, who is very cardboard cutouty. Kind of reminds me of Jerky a little bit. And Miki Kuno. What I miss? We just missed how I was saying sorry that I ruined your live stream plans. And I'm going to get better about promoting myself so people can plan around. I'm off. Have fun. Thanks, gal. I hope you have an incredible day, fam. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you. I love the feeling of this Marowak. There you go, Fox. I think that qualifies as a moon. Stellar Crown, Marowak. Lacey. Lechonk by Sui. Oh, Rend. Man, he looks so happy to see that little mushroom. No, my fault. No, that's all good. Of course, the time on your live was a little wrong, but that's okay. Riolu taking on the sun. Gunjima. Carnivine. I think we've already pulled this one. Oh no, this is Mushu, but we do have a Carnivine in one of our piles. So I think that you should replan it again and do it tomorrow, Haley. We got a new binder coming, so I can out the moon cards and the artworks I like in it. Excellent. Put the moon cards and artworks you like. Excellent. Kadama, this is another one from the Blueberry Academy. They have a battle arena right outside, so you can actually invite people from your hometown. You can invite people from, not Unova. God, what's the newest region? Why am I blanking on this? Paldea. Wow. That took way longer than I needed to. I'm gonna have to edit that a lot shorter and make me look like a genius. Driftbloom. Wow, look at this. Look at this. That's by Sao Sao. Sao Sao often resembles to me. Almost like I confuse Sao Sao, Sui, Komiya sometimes. Fire Squad raid. What? Fire Squad? Like Trainer Spree Fire Squad? Everybody, nobody, and I mean nobody, pulls more gold than Trainer Spree. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you all coming through. Alien, gotta do outside things tomorrow. I think next week I'll do a big opening of my new Espeon binder. Yes, yes, do that. Absolutely do that. Sao Sao, right? He's pronounced like so-so. Really? Thank you for that. So-so. Okay, okay. Appreciate that, Haley. Where are they? Where are they? Unless Newbie's just putting me on. Unless he's not Japanese, I don't know then. No, that's true. And chances are they are also Japanese. It's spelled Sao Sao. Oh yeah, Sao with the W, Haley, and I'm sorry, I didn't see that. So it's spelled with a W at the end. Another awesome artwork. Kodama, more Ayakasubi. Drifloon, the nightmare Pokemon, taking kids to unknown places. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Drifloon is the creepier one. Oh my god, it's Yamask. I think I already gave this one to my son, though. Done by Uki, or Aoki. I did one on them already. This was the one I was talking about, and absolutely, my son would disown me if I did this artist and did not feature this Pokemon. Okay, then ignore me. Oh no, that's quite alright. That's quite alright. I appreciate that. Always do that, Halian. Please. Always do that. Let's read that description. Ryan, let's see. They carry people in Pokemon, but the wind can catch them, so there can't be a fixed destination. Okay, so pretty well you hire Drifbloom. You say, I need to go over here, and they say, hop in, but there's no guarantee. The wind could catch me. Interesting. And then our boy Yamask. Alright, excellent. Let's bust out a little bit of the penny sleeve stuff, because of course y'all know I'm always going to sleeve my reverse hollows and hollows. I do have an incredible Rapidash artwork done by the one and only Dan Chow. And I think this artwork is not just absolutely stunning, it's one of a kind. But Dan Chow also did one of my absolutely favorite arts in the world. And I know that a lot of people might disagree, because we see him oh so many times, and how many times have we gotten to the end of our packs and we saw our boy Duskull, haha, ghosted, no hits, just me. But this was also done by Dan Chow. Who's creepier, Drifloon or Litwick? Ooh. I think Drifloon's a little bit creepier because it specifically states that it takes kids. I think that, I don't know, man, Litwick is pretty creepy. But I think, like, Grievard is up there also. That Flaming Rapidash is so cool, right? This is done by Dan Chow, and I will be doing an artist appreciation on them. Just not yet, because we have 5 artists going right now, so I'm going to remember Dan Chow, but I thought that y'all might like that. Litwick is pretty creepy. I think Chandelure is creepier than Litwick. It does absorb their souls. And that's what I think I like about, and Bro Rips, if you're watching, I am so sorry, brother, but I think that's why I like Hisuian Typhlosion a lot, because they took that fire aspect of Typhlosion and added the Ghost Realm, and it says his collar actually purifies the souls of the dead. And I mean, come on, how cool is that? This is by Anarchy Dynamique. Y'all know I just love my Zeraora artworks a lot. Koraidon, gorgeous piece by my boy Kawaii. Can you help me with that, Halion? Kawayooo. Kawaii? Because if I need to pronounce any of them, all of them, this would be the one that I would like to pronounce. Holy moly, y'all. Look at this artwork. Look at this Slowbro. Or Slowking. Throwing a stick and a rock. Why is he doing that? Tetsukoyama. There's 21 people up in here. Man, y'all are incredible. Absolutely appreciate you. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the like if you like what you see. And if you're not subbed up, go ahead and do that if you want to see more. We're on the road to 500. I am 40 away from that goal. And then it really starts, right? But I do want to throw out the apologies there. I know that everybody gets very busy in their life, and I am no different. Speaking of Tortuga, I was just mentioning him earlier. Let me see if he's got a website, because that's probably a pen name. That's really good to know. Speaking of Tortuga, I was just saying, if you wanted to collect all the Tortuga cards, all you'd really have to do is collect about 6 or 7 cards. But I do want to apologize. My life has been absolutely nuts. The work hours changed a little bit. I'm having to wake up super early, which, as you all know, I'm a kind of a late night ghosting hour kind of person, so being up super early has kind of taken away that editing time, and I actually missed a deadline this morning that I set for myself. But I've also noticed that the long form content's kind of slowed down a little bit, and so I know that what everybody's going to say, this has to be Akira Igawa. Gorgeous. Akira Igawa is most well known for the gold cards that they provided to the Crown Zenith set. It's Kawaii, but hold the O a little, like you're saying hi to your friends, like Kawaii. Oh, Kawaii. Gotcha. Let me know if that's right. Hold the O, Kawaii. Got you. Thank you for that, Halion. Appreciate you. There it is. Bridge. Got the metal chicken, as Rocket Scott calls it. Frogadier. Ooh, Grimmsnarl. I can't tell you all what I call him. I have a special name for Grimmsnarl, but being a PG-13 family-friendly series, I can't tell you. But he is always on my team, and since we're calling out shinies that we really like, I do like Grimmsnarl's original base set colors, but his shiny is definitely not one to laugh at. And then Bouffalant, I know, nobody likes Bouffalant. It is done by our boy Gassan. Into the Kling Klang, which is probably one of the better Kling Klangs I've seen. Just simply because it has that 3D rendering. It's not real just basic. They're not just gears sitting there. It actually has a shimmer and shine up on the top. Let's read. From its spikes, it launches powerful blasts of electricity. Its red core contains an enormous amount of energy. So it's a Flintstone Pokemon, because I guarantee you people are going to be using this to power their things. That's what I would use it for. Alright. Not so much luck there. Everybody, y'all. His afro could be so cool. I feel like they missed out on making his design a bit better. I agree. 100%. I'm sure you're talking about Bouffalant, but yeah. You all make this so fun for me. I appreciate you all. I was always that kid, and my dad, it's really funny, he's kind of the same way now, because I watch a lot of streamers, a lot of rip and shippers, a lot of people that are just like, well, I'm going to open these cards, and, you know, they might open a pack of Japanese 151, and then when he sees that hollow Mewtwo in the back, just a normal, regular hollow Mewtwo, and people are like, oh, I'm sorry, we couldn't get you anything, and he's like, what do you mean? Like, that's so cool. Like, that's been me my entire life. Ever since I first ripped that first pack, I just slow rode that all the way to the end, and I was like, the artwork on every single card is absolutely amazing. Diancie, looking all sinister. I really like this card. Jiro Sosma. First time I've seen that name. Gorgeous, gorgeous Pokemon. Our mushroom-loving Lechonk. Our sunbathing Riolu. Our tree-hugging Carnivine. Rhyhorn. There's our Lantern. Gorgeous art. I love how they have the subtle hints of the water lines on his head. Akiro Koyama. Awesome. Celebi. And there's also not a bad Celebi card out there, and I know he's supposed to be some kind of pseudo-legendary time-traveling Pokemon. This is done by Sotama. This Pokemon has the ability to move through time. Records describe it as forest deity, can be found from many different eras. So let's make it uncommon and put it on a tiny card. I just feel like he needs to be on a bigger card. The underwater arts are always so good. I agree, Alien, 100%. All the underwater arts are stunning. I might have to start an underwater collection. I don't know yet. There must be so many cards of Celebi. Well, the thing is I kind of play it down like, oh, it's only an uncommon. But to be honest with you, Alien, you're right. Celebi does have a lot of cards out there, and I'm confident that CTR, Cool Trainer Ryan, probably owns about 90% of them. But the thing with Celebi is because it's a legendary Pokemon, it's always put on these very high sought-after chase cards, secrets, SIRs, full arts, special rares. So to see it on a common card, it is nice that they made one a little bit more affordable and obtainable. But there are some amazing and highly expensive Celebi cards out there. Bombardier. Just doing a real quick run through. There's my boy Yamask. So they're outside of Blueberry Academy here because it's surrounded by water. Yeah. Hang on one second, y'all. My brother needs to get used to me streaming and understand that I'm not ignoring him. Appreciate you guys while I took care of that real quick. I'm going to run through this real quick. There's 20 of you in here. That number can't be right. Tetsuko Yama, Kentaro, Renta, Tama, Taki. Here you go, Halion. Yoganosuke. Huh. Man, these arts, I don't know if we went through these ones. Look at this Cubone. That's a very stylized Cubone. This was done by SVLT. Selby has an amazing X and Y promo. It truly does. Truly does. In fact, I have a card I can show you in a second here, Halion. I actually won it from, you know what? That's done by Tetsu Koyama. Oh, not Taiga. Okay. Kofu. Fulton Velusa. Tornadus. Just Googled it, and I need it. Oninori. Our big Joltik. Our amazing Greavard, done by the one and only Miki Tanaka. Ooh, Grubbin, if I had to guess. Ooh, it was gonna say Jerky or the other Miki Tanaka. Looks just like that. Yukiya Baba. Love the gradients from the darkest darks down below to the lightest lights up top. I think it's XY11 or 110. I think you're right. I think it's might be pretty pricey depending on it. I know XY can go pretty hard, but Sun and Moon is the one that's hard to get. Awesome Frogadier, Ryufuse. Throwing his spit and mucus at you because that's a totally normal thing to do. Tornadus was by Uninori, that's right. I love Tornadus, Thunderous, Landorus. I do like their alternative forms a little bit better. I will go on record saying Enamorus did not need to be a thing. Enamorus did not need to be a design, and it did not need to exist. They made it solely for the game, and I don't like it. But I caught it. Gotta catch them all. We got the Gossifleur. Ooh. Hasuki Kitazawa. Gossifleur, again, very void of black. And I don't know if this was the artist design or original idea, but it just kind of makes it look very flat. Doesn't hurt the image at all, but the image looks a little flat. I do like the white highlights on the bushes, though. Morgrim. There we go. Oh, another Taiga. That's Kasai. Oh yeah, he already stumped us once, Taiga. Got the Salazzle. Talonflame. Shout out Rocket Scott, he loves his birds. 1717 near mint for that Celebi. XY promo, Halion. That's not bad. Looks like it may have been regular card in the Japanese set. It's only like $10 for the Japanese one. Get it, Alien. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't no shame in that. Man, I'm really not finding any of the Nagamisu. Oh, get out of here. No way did I just say that. And then we pulled one. But I think I already nabbed that one in the reverse hollow, so. But I think that's so funny. You guys keeping me poor. Well, I will say as well, Halian, that this really isn't everything, and I've certainly gone a Millicart. Well, that's an odd name. Cool Pokemon. I love the Rotom. Yo, Kev. Yo, what's up, Marble? How you doing? I hope you're doing well, fam. Yeah, this isn't everything, Halian, but man, it's so much fun. And you know what? I'll go on record and say there's a hell of a lot worse things you could be spending your money on than shiny pieces of cardboard. I'm just going to say that out loud. Korea! There's 21 people in here. I'm telling you, this number's got to be wrong. Vibing and playing MD, how about you? It's going well, fam. It's about 10 p.m. here. Bedtime's in a couple hours. Have to work the early shift, but that's okay. That's okay. Whisker. Rhydon. Who actually, for those that don't know, or maybe new to the hobby, Rhydon was the first Pokemon ever designed. Not the first Pokemon Pokédex-wise, just first Pokemon design. Greavard. Man, Whisker, that's another. Keep doing your thing, fam. What's up, Mike? How are you doing, brother? Sorry about that. I will get back to you, I promise. I hope things are going well. Hope the fam's good too, man. 23 of y'all sitting in here. Y'all made my night. Tell you that the work days, they do get a little bit long, and sometimes you have to find those things to look forward to. And granted, you know, video games and all that, it's fun to look forward to, but to sit here and hang out with all of you and have conversation, it just means the world to me. Thanks for spending time with me tonight, y'all. Well, I dig through both looking for artists because I'm on my last recorded short. So it's time for the next batch. I took today off to do nothing since yesterday was a holiday. Kind of work. Tired of work. Yesterday was a holiday. What holiday was yesterday for you, Haley? Alright. Let's see. I might have to do something real quick. And so I might leave y'all on the welcome screen for a second while I go and do that. But I just have to step away for 2 seconds. 23 of y'all in here. It'll literally be 2 seconds, but... What's in here? More Stellar Crown. Okay, cool. Let's see what else I have in here. Spring Equinox, I guess. Okay, that's good. First day of spring. Holiday is in any day that ends in Y. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can make any day a holiday. Drop these real quick. Bust these around. Oh yeah, got some real good arts in here. Of course, I don't know if there's any that we're looking for, but... Yeah, that is true. That is true. Personal holiday. Some say if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Of course, I'll be the one to tell you that if you have PTO and you're not taking it, you're doing it wrong. So don't be me. Take your PTO. Whatsaru, but this Noctowl artwork is some of my favorite, especially the hollow. Yeah, you would not want to see that. Would not want to see that. Wouldn't want to see that either, but that one would be a little bit easier to run away from. Got Lenine and this incredible Caracosta. And it's really funny, and I'm not sure if he'll ever see this or if he even knows that I exist. But if DPM ever stumbles across this part in particular, I need to know. How upset were you when Surging Sparks came out, or Stellar Crown came out, after you did your Gen 8, I believe, or whichever generation that Terracotta, it might have been 4, Gen 4. But when you were hunting these cards, man, I was like, there's only 3 cards, and luckily Angel was there to help you out at the very end. It was such an incredible moment. But man, I can only imagine when Stellar Crown came out, like 2 months after you finished that, and suddenly Caracosta's got a very accessible card. It just kind of made me giggle. So I'm just curious to know if you were, as you say, punching air. Look at that Vikavolt. Low kicks, probably the better low kicks. I really hope this is by... Nope. Nobody we're looking for. But man, now it makes sense why they call them low kicks. I forgot that. First day of spring?
Yep.
Yep. You did say that you took the day off as opposed to like they gave you the day off, so it all makes sense. Look at that. That's got to be the one and only Tomokazu Kamiya. And you know, it astounds me, absolutely astounds me, that you can take a look at Alakazam cards from back in the day and parents had such a problem with it, but then they could produce something like this and nobody says anything. This to me looks more like demonic depictions than Alakazam ever did, but that's just me. The Medicham. Fujimoto Gold. First day of spring was a day off. It's stat holiday here today. I just took off. I got you. That's really cool. I wish we did that here. But typically it's just like, woo, first day of spring. Okay, everybody, go to work. Medicham has the best yoga pants. They look so comfortable. I don't even care who you are. Like, they just look so comfortable all the time. Got that Ledian. And ending with Briar. But this Toadstool's been Toadstool's been looking at me. And this artwork to me is incredible. By Dom, of course. I also did that incredible Palafin art. More Underwater Lantern. Another Celebi. Which should be done by Yuganosuke. Yamask. Does that say Felicia? Felicia Chen. Unless that's a different pronunciation in Japanese alien. Felicia. I guess it could be Felicia. But I really like the Salandit. Into the Charjabug, which, again, no hate on any Pokemon. I think every Pokemon have a place somewhere, but is Charjabug anybody's favorite? Definitely not a Japanese person. Okay. It was probably Felicia. Bye, Felicia. And then you got the Pancham. Yeah! By Azuki. Man, there's still 20 people, y'all. I saw Fire Squad raid. I didn't see anybody new pop into the chat. I hope that's not something on my side. But if y'all are here, y'all are lurking, I hope y'all are having a great night. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit. Smash that like button while I tell yet another story. Who's ready for story time? So, my father was out at a card shop, and he's always thinking about us and the channel and the Pokemon. He's around it enough, right? And so he picked up one of those little makeshift mystery packs and had some amazing artwork in it, a few Japanese cards as well. I do have a small video I'm going to do unveiling all the art in that little pack. But it wasn't expensive, but the very first card in that pack was Rhyperior. And so I have dubbed this exact card, this is Papa's Rhyperior. That was Felicia's first illustration, only has 3. Primate from Surging is the other. Wow. Alright, I love the new and up and coming artists, man. They're starting to make their print. That's incredible. Thanks for that, JR. Rhyperior. Fan Rotom. Love my ghosts. Of course, the Reshiram that I was goading over. Absolutely love it. Totally playable card, too. Good starter. Make a wish, y'all. We got our Electabuzz, incredible artwork action shot by Oswaldo Keto. Another Funyun run. Don't judge me. No judgment, no judgment. You know what? Grab a second bag, and that one will be for me, but I'm going to need you to eat that one too. You know, it's funny, some coworkers and I, we were talking the other day about the Jirachi's so good. There's not a bad Jirachi card out there either, Haley, and they kind of did the same thing with Celebi as they did with Jirachi. There's a lot of great cards. Some of them are a little bit higher end, but they started putting them on, you know, common and uncommon cards, so. But man, I was talking about serving sizes with some coworkers the other day, and the one serving size that I could really never really get over is the serving size on Fig Newton cookies. Does anybody like Fig Newtons? Because Fig Newtons to me are incredible. I buy Fig Newtons sometimes. When I eat Fig Newtons, I eat Fig Newtons by the sleeve. So you can only imagine my disgust when I looked at the serving size and it said 2 cookies. 2 cookies. Yeah. 35 legs, let's go. Alright. 35 legs, 2.5 hours. That's not bad. You like me. Oh yeah, don't ever read those. Yeah, I don't. Typically I read it just for the mere humor of it. JB. Gob gob. Let's gob. Gob gob gob. That's funny, Halian. That made me laugh. Kashi Nakamura. Of course, I will share any artwork that I find stunning. Here you go, Fox, if you're still lurking. There's another one for your collection. Got the Man Chow Moon. And I think Man Chow is just incredible. This is another artist. Mina Mina Mi. Take. So help me out with that, Alien. Mina Mina Mi. Is that another, like, pen name, you think? Using the long fur on its arm like whips, it launches into combo attacks that, once started, no one can stop. That was perfect. Excellent. Gorgeous card, and I have new appreciation for it now. Swell, Certain Nature. Here's another Metatite. We saw an amazing Metatite earlier. But this one is what I'm used to. Like meditating, running, but does anybody realize that he's grabbing his ankle? So I don't think he's running at all. I think he's doing yoga. Yeah, I think he's doing yoga. Unishida. It meditates to heighten its inner energy and to float in the air. It eats 1 berry a day. I wish I had your discipline, Meditate. Then Panseer, we're going to bring up, I believe it was Hambino that was asking last time. He's not here, but he was asking about illustrators with numbers. And as far as I know, 0313 is the only one that does numbers. But I love this derpy Panseer. Gop, gop, gop. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me, and I know with daylight savings it kind of pushes it a little later. I thought about starting an hour earlier, but I'm thinking about going to be consistent about my streaming schedule. So I think I'm going to stream every Thursday night, and it's going to be looking for artist appreciation, and then on the weekends I'm going to try and open something with y'all. Just googled Mina Mina Me, and they made lots of cards that I love. Okay, I'm going to remember the name because I do see it a lot, Halian. And I will for sure be doing an artist appreciation on them. Alright, bad binder behavior. I found some hollows and reverses that were never sleeved for some reason. An energy card. Well, that's weird. That Dreadnought is one of my favorites. I know it's underwater. I wish it looked more underwater. Fletchling. Mewtwo. Can't get over how incredible this art is and why it needed a bigger card. Like, he could be fighting Goku with the ground cracking like that. Kentaro, I'm coming for you. Togedemaru, Cutie Pie. Togedemaru. With the long hairs on its back, this Pokemon takes the electricity from other electric Pokemon. It stores what it's absorbed in its electric sac. Did anybody say giggity? Am I allowed to say giggity? Yeah, giggity. More Celebi. Impidimp. Ooh, ghosts. I heard that ringing again. You. So cool. Miki Tanaka, I'm coming for you. This is incredible. A very good representation. Kind of what Ryan Tran was saying earlier. He was asking, someone was asking who's creepier. Storing it in its sack. Best thing I've heard all day. Right? But this one here, because of the way it floats aimlessly, an old folktale call it a signpost for wandering spirits. Yeah, they kind of toned that one down. Typically, the Pokedex entries revolve around them luring children to take them away. Just because it likes their company, but still kind of creepy. Akira Igawa Turtonator. This is what I meant. Like, typically these are the Clink Clank and Clink Clank cards that you see. They're just very basic, front-facing, and they look like they have no idea what they're doing here. What are we doing here? I don't know, just turn. What do we do? I don't know, we're gears. This was done by Osair. The two mini-gears that comprise this Pokemon are closer than twins. They mesh well only with each other. Small stylistic design choice. I feel like they should have put the X of the eye on the right gear on the other side, but that's okay. Definitely some great art. That's what I meant. It's gonna be like watching Bluey watching my streams. Like, it's gonna be primarily for the kids and childish adults to enjoy, but if you really think about the adult innuendos, they're there. Oh, they're there. Noctowl. Again, this is just bulk of the same stuff. I keep finding packs. There's our boy. Hyogenosuke. I'm starting a small stack for you, Halian, but I often forget that you're half the world away, so when we get a substantial amount, I'll think about sending them to you if you need them after you run through your bulk. Oh, Milcery. Okay, you want to talk about creepy Pokemon? When attacked, it tackles its foes and covers them in cream. With its foes either blinded or astonished by deliciousness, Milcery flees. Alright, let me sum it up. So you startle this Pokemon, and very much like a goat or a squid or octopus, it startles itself, spits out cream, covers their victims, and when they're stunned by its deliciousness, it runs away. But you can't sit there right now and tell me. I'm curious what it tastes like. I'm going to regret saying that out loud, but weird entry. Okay, so Milcery, creepy enough for PokéGhost Town, but we keep it locked up. Anybody think of Jim Carrey's Liar Liar like, it's the claw! The claw! Sorry, I don't know why. Just thought of that. Gorgeous Ledian, which is also reverse hollow and not sleeved like a dump. Mosaka Tomai. Or Tommy. I think it's Tomai. But I just think the gorgeous, like the use of the stars, the sparkles, just everything in this card with the dark shapes underneath it just really, really set it off. And Ledian is not one of my favorite Pokemon, I can tell you that. What? What? Okay, that's weird. It's like I didn't even open that pack, so it's like we opened that pack for the first time, you know? Well, code card, I guess that one's burned now. So you can kind of tell my system, because honestly I don't have a Stellar Crown binder quite yet. So when I do rip packs for sets I don't have, I literally put them right back in the booster packs. That's the safest way to store it. And I don't need to store it in my electric sack. Speaking of which, low kicks. Oh man, a Stellar Crown binder would be great. Yes, a Stellar Crown binder would be great. And it's coming too. Of course, as you all know, I've kind of been going ham on the Japanese. Not that I've lost interest in English, because I know they're typically valued higher than Japanese for whatever reason, considering the quality in Japanese is just so much greater. But English are getting really hard to find, just accessible, and even ordering it online, it's starting to go up in price, and Japanese boxes aren't far behind it. Used to be able to get a box for $45, and now it's close to $60. And so it's just like, man, something's got to break. This is an amazing trainer. That's what the underdepths of Area Zero look like. Oh yeah, this is Area Zero underdepths, see? See? I know what I'm talking about. Amazing Diancie. Oh, let's go Charcadet. Let's just appreciate our Charcadet here for a second. I think he's absolutely wonderful. I love that he can dual evolve into two separate, totally BA Pokemon. I love that one of those Pokemon is a ghost type Ceruledge. But this art, KRGC, see, I knew it. Something special about this artist. Burnt Charcoal, come to life. Burnt Charcoal came to life and became a Pokemon. Possessing a fiery fighting spirit, Charcadet will battle even tough opponents. Well, it's kind of what fighting means. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Low kicks, non-reverse. Aw, there's the Eevee of the set. Here's a fun question. Is there a set Eevee isn't in? Can someone research that for me? But this, Mina Naoki. Sorry, Mina Nokai. He's looking at that dandelion like, I want to do it. I'm going to make a wish, and I'm going to wish that I'm a Leafeon. Or an Umbreon. Or an Espeon. I got nothing against Espeon. Still 16 of you chilling in here with me. And there are a million places that I'm sure you'd rather be in. I'm sure a lot of you are in bed lurking, but... Inoki like Inoki mushrooms? Ooh, maybe. Ooh, maybe. Nokai. So it's Nakai. Nakai. Mina Nakai. Oh, you said Aoki. Maybe I said something wrong. Theo Baba. Such an amazing artist. Anybody like mushrooms in here? And keep it PG. Okay. Oh, Nokai. I misheard. Yeah, that was my bad. I definitely didn't say, yeah, I said Nokai. I think it's Nakai, though. N-A-K-A-I. But that's on me. We're learning together. Alright, what I need to do right quick is I need to just step away for 2 seconds. And I will be right back, y'all. I'm going to try to put on my my little welcome screen and see if it'll work. It's always been fine switching it from the welcome to this version or this view, but when I try and switch back, it always sticks for some reason. Some of these names, mushrooms wouldn't surprise me, right? I will say that mushroom, it's not that I dislike. Oh no, it's that I dislike mushrooms. And sometimes with mushrooms, it's a lot easier to just kind of say like things like, no, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. No, I don't want to try. No, I don't want to try. You know what? I'm allergic. I'm allergic to it. And normally when you say you're allergic, people stop offering it to you. But I'm also not one of those people. So if I order something or somebody makes something and it has mushrooms, I'm going to eat it. Because mushrooms don't ruin a meal for me. If I can remember, I prefer not to eat them. Alright, let me try this right quick, y'all. It might get quiet, but I promise you I'll be right back. So, just give me 1 second. Let me try this. Oh, now I don't know what happened. Yeah, no, I don't know what happened. I better go away. Oh no, I don't know what happened. Can you guys see that giant Pokeball in the middle with my name on it? I hope I didn't ruin everything. Because that's going to kind of ruin everything. If you can't see anything. We see the Pokeball. No! Alright, let me try again. Seeing. I need this to go away. I don't want to end it and come back. I really don't. I wonder if I can do it this way. Locked. 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 Okay, well, I guess there's worse things to be seen right now, so let's go ahead and do this. Do this. I'm gonna have to find out how to get rid of that when I get back. I don't even know why it's there, because it's only on my welcome screen when I'm vertical, and it's not, so. But yes, I will be right back, and I'm hoping that I can either probably just stop real quick and restart it real fast and be back, but. Alright, y'all. I'll be back. I appreciate you. Stick around. Or if you need to do a quick one function, go and do a quick one function. I'll be back. Magical shrooms. We see the Pokeball. Okay, I gotta try and figure out how to get rid of it. Because I need this to go away. And I need it to happen like now. Would be good. But it's just there. Okay, not helping. Yeah, that shouldn't be there, so... Yep, I have no idea why it's doing that, yo. I might have to end it and come back for some reason. This just isn't going away. It's not on any scene. It's not on this scene, so I don't know why it's here. If anybody has any ideas, though, I'd be happy to listen to them. And sip on my very, very cold coffee. Yep. That's weird. Something is messing up. Yeah, something's messing up. Alright. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna try something. It might end the stream. If it does, I might pop right back up. I don't know yet. But I gotta try something. As an IT professional, turn it off and on. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Alien. So, let me go ahead and do that real quick and see what happens. Y'all still with me? Y'all still see? Is it in the same live? Just let me know. I'm going to give it a second. I think I figured it out. It wasn't too hard, but just let me know if you can see me. It started my time over, but I think it's the same live. Yes, sir. Yeah. Excellent. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. Really do. Ernie, it's alive. Well, Haley, you weren't wrong. I just had to turn everything off and turn it back on again. This is honestly, I'm sure there's more lingering around, but I thought that this was the coolest pack art ever. I see you. What's up, Ernie? I see you too. It's good to see you, fam. Hope you're having an incredible day. Kind of had a little snafu with the system, so I had to kind of restart the live, but I didn't have to restart the live, so it just restarted my time. Hope it didn't restart my time. But Chilling Reign, definitely one of the better sets of Sword and Shield era. I have one pack that I was able to open. And I figured since I had it, we could look for some of our artists. Look at this Volcarona. Oh, I'm sorry. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, Volcarona. Alright, there you go. Shout out, Bro Rips. My Wi-Fi to my TV is off since this afternoon. That's not cool, Ernie. Do you have somebody fixing it? It's good to see you, fam. How was your day? Nice little Hatenna by Sakil. Again, void of black, very color pencil. Still 13 of you came back. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for dealing with me and my system issues. Miki Kudo. You don't see Snowy Form, Cast Form too much out there. There's a Yukamori. Clobopus. JR still kicking it. Colette. Gotta go out shopping soonish. No, that's okay, Haley, and I know that we just passed that 3-hour mark, so Whole area's out on the west side? That's not good, Ernie. No, Kimura, we found another one. Wow, out of that one pack, we found more. Demonic Eve was suggesting this artist, so we were looking for them also. Random Energy. Got the Porygon 2. Nagamagi Nisu. Thwacky. Thwack-a-thwack. Cox Cable. I have Cox. Chilling Pain. Kensugimori. Gotta bounce. Get at you tomorrow about Saturday. Have a great night, fan. Yeah, you as well, brother. I promise you, I will hit you up. There's a code card for you guys out there. Chilling Rain code card. Yeah, I will definitely get back at you, man. Stellar Crown pack. That's not really what I was looking for. I must have done something else with my bulk than what I thought I did. But can I just say that I am really not a fan of these booster bundle boxes, and I much prefer when they were like the build and battle boxes. They were just much more convenient for storage. And we're going to do something we don't do too often. I'm going to take a look in here just to see something real quick. Of course, I don't want to knock anything up, off, or down. Just wondering what's in here. Unbroken Bonds. Celestial Storm. Okay. Unbroken Bonds we've looked at quite a bit, but I don't know the last time I looked through any Celestial Storm. I don't have a lot. But let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we, y'all? Why not? Why not? I really don't have a lot of it. I guess I must have had a few packs that I've opened. Much love to all. Mizu. Much love to all indeed. Yes, Mike, I hope you have a good rest of your night. This has to be Atsuku Nishida. Lotad. Chirpy Low. It searches for clean water. If it does not drink water for too long, the leaf on its head wilts. I hope I never meet a Lotad with a wilted head. Electrike. Beautiful, beautiful Chinchou by Ai Kasube. It's one of my favorite Chinchous out there. Sploink! I always thought this Pokemon was just a little bit creepy. Mahoo! It bounces around on its tail to keep its heart pumping. It carries a pearl from a clam pearl on its head. Well, that's not what its first entry said. It used to say it bounces around on its tail to keep its heart pumping. If it stops bouncing, it will die. But I guess they found that a little bit too morbid for the children. Here's a beautiful Grumpig. If I had to guess, I'm just going to call out that it was probably Kensugimori, as it has a very central focal point of the Pokemon and then a completely trippy background. Kensugimori for the win. It uses black pearls to amplify its psychic power. It does an odd dance to gain control over its foes. So If you saw this thing whipping black balls around, using it to gain power, and then doing a seductive dance, I don't care who you are, that's gonna freak you out a little bit. No? Like, let me know. Would that freak you out? Got this amazing ball toy. Also by Ken Sugimori. This incredible Sneasel, which I'm convinced is a rework, a re-art, but just the shine on the claw, the early morning feeling. Also Ken Sugimori. Weird pig in your nightmare, you say? It was only bouncing. Okay, guys, I do have to head out. Have a lovely night, everyone. Halien. You're 100% on the Sneasel, right? And I like that Sneasel. Yeah, take care, Halien. Have an amazing rest of your day. And yeah, I encourage you, stream tomorrow. We'll all come and check you out. And always support. But I hope you have an incredible day. Yep, got number 2. The basicest Wingull ever. I do want to point out the little sailboat that just happens to be there. Can't tomorrow, probably. Oh, that's right. Alright, sounds good, Halien. Thank you so much for everything, and I hope that you can at least join us on Saturday for the box break. Or the box open. And maybe by then I will have some time to think of a fun game that we can play with the art and artists. I love this card, and you all know why I love this card. I love cameo cards. I love when other Pokemon are featured on other Pokemon cards, and the Beware scaring this Whismur is hilarious to me. Oh my god, it's Shibuya, and we get to feature it. The white outline should have gave it away, huh? Excellent. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. This wasn't. No, this was Nagimisu. Shibuya. Speaking of Asako Ito, got an Asako Ito Whismur. The Beast Ball, which is the most underused Pokeball in the series. Okay. I love you, Poker. Quit itching. Quit it. Stop. Yeah. Sorry, my dog wanted to come up and be a little verbal, so. She's got a belly itch, so I'm trying to help her out. Later. Yep. Alright, hang on. This is all right. Why is it so right? I haven't been looking for stuff. I really can't reach. I feel bad for her, y'all, just because she won't stop scratching sometimes. I love her to death, but she's a Goomba. Alright, I know we see a lot of energy switches, but this is just incredible. I love the Trico, I love the Oddish. And then, of course, one of the first Licia cards I think I've ever seen was in this set. Newbie! Have an amazing rest of your night, man. Thanks for dropping in. I hope you sleep well. And I can almost guarantee I'll see you tomorrow, fam. Sweet. Well, let's do a recap. I think that's a pretty good indication. I was gonna try and stream until we had maybe picked up some subs, but I'm also not really feeling like doing anything like that, because when you put a like on a video, it's one thing to like a video, because that's just telling the creator, hey, I like what I see. But when you subscribe to a creator, that's pretty much telling them you want to see more of what you haven't done yet. And that to me means more than anything. And to see that 460 people have decided, Kev, we like what we see and we want to see more, I'm just elated. Got our Proud Daddy Gumshoes, Zeraora, Zeraark, into the Voltorb, into the Weedle, into our Tom Cruise Mankey, Bombardier, which is what started me on this hunt for Nagimisu, was this Bombardier. Thought it was absolutely gorgeous. So that's one artist down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards total. We got the original hunt, Shibuza. This is where it all started. Was hunting cards from Shibuza, and we started picking up the others. But we noticed that Shibuza has a very distinctive white outline that they use around their Pokemon, and it's very unique. Plus this Tatsugiri just has all kinds of attitude. Purugly, Glammeow, awesome Prinplup, Tatsugiri is the best fish. I agree, because he's not really a fish, is he? He's a dragon. Yeah, I definitely like this artist. Shibuza definitely knows what they're doing. Got the Purloin. Got the Luxio. The Caroline. And the Happy Coughing. Just happy to be polluting the earth and the world around him. So we got our Shibuza. So just so that you all know, a little behind the scenes. Normally when I get my artists, I separate them out this way. Pile these ones on top. And then they kind of sit in a stack until I'm ready to film. The one thing that I really need to happen, though, is I need CapCut to quit messing around. And I need it to just stop updating and let me edit what I need to edit. So, but Mayu Kimura, which was suggested by Demonic Eve. And as we were going, we picked up quite a few cards from them. Primarily our last stream, we did some art hunting. But this Rotom zipping through the woods, classic. Graveler, Vamphy, Jupiter, this amazing Cosmo Articuno, so quite a few. Then my favorite of them, Achoo! Hatua. And then, for my own personal, I said, you know what, we're going to do Rika. didn't see too much more Rika. I always thought his description was always so funny. While it prides itself on varied kicking moves, it can also deliver heated headbutts. Powerful headbutts once the flames have heated up its forehead. I couldn't imagine taking a headbutt from this thing, let alone one that was flaming hot from his forehead. Alright, and this was the Rika. This will stack us off. And then, of course, I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Matt Gooch, who suggested Taiga Koyama, and I agree. I think that these artworks are definitely very stylized, and although I won't be doing the artist appreciation on them with 2 cards in our search, we're going to wait until we get a few more cards from them, and then we will feature them also for sure. What I do need to do is make sure that I keep these stacks stacky. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to start these little bags for y'all. Because I really don't want to put everything away and then be like, oh, I was putting cards aside for people. Where's my marker? Thank you. Hungry Hollow. How's it going, fam? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. How was your day? Fox. Alien. Dragon Fang. Sweet. I need to pick up more penny sleeves as well. How are you doing tonight, Hungry Hollow? Go. Dragon Fang. Got one for Fox. I'm going to hold off to the side. And Fox is a very special individual. And everybody should sub up to Fox. He's about to start live streaming a lot more. But I don't give away Marowak to just anybody, but I'll hold on to it in case you do need it for the Moon Binder. And then, of course, I know Halion had to run, but she mentioned that she wants to eventually start a Hyoganosuke binder. And so I figured as we were going, if I had any doubles, I'd throw them aside. She also made quite the scene over this little Celebi. And I had quite a few, so I'm going to throw that one in there too. Of course, knowing that Halion lives halfway across the world, I have no idea when or if this is going to make it out. But if I do, I definitely want to make it worth it, so. Cool. Appreciate that. And then I do have my 60th of Artist Appreciation short coming up. I have decided I am going to feature Ken Sugimori. So that is the last artist that I do have. Of course, there's only 2 episodes till 60, so some of these might have to wait until after that one, but it's going to be fun, and I'm having a really, really fun time making them. And even more, seeing how many people are watching them and how many comments I get daily, and it really does give me that joy that everybody enjoys the art as much as I do. So never be afraid to slow down just a little bit and enjoy the hits. What I would like to ask is, Ryan, I know that you're still around kind of kicking it, but I'm pretty sure with the double stream times, I think I hit over 3 hours. and I think it's about time that I wrap it up so I can get to bed. That I'll take forever to reply. That's true. And it started to become a little, like, surprisingly joyful to have to sit there and go through so many comments. And I'm going to let you all know that there's sometimes comments that happen that maybe aren't so favorable. And for those that are upcoming content creators, or maybe those wanting to start and maybe not knowing how, and maybe you're worried about those comments, there's a couple of things I want to remind you. Is one, that if you're creative, then you're creative. If you have accessibility to tools and resources to use, then I would say use those tools and resources. And don't let anybody tell you that using those tools and resources is wrong in any way. As long as you aren't stealing, taking, or lying about how you've done it, then I want you to create in any way that you can. So I thought long and hard about it, and somebody very important to the community has inspired me in a way that's, I guess, kind of took me back, because one of the very, very first episodes or videos of DPM's that I watched was his ordering things from Amazon, Shady Sellers. I used to watch those first. And there was a lot of people that came through, and maybe there was people that had negative comments to say about him, or maybe claimed he wasn't anything less than legitimate. And he was like, I was going to remove these comments because they were trolls, and then I decided to turn it into a teachable moment. And that's something that I feel like I want to do right now myself, is that I've been writing proudly for 25 years now. And trust me when I say, when I write something, like I've read more poetry than some people even know exist. And the wordplay that I like to use in my poems and my songs that you hear, I can tell you that this little engine and program I found to take words that I've written and put so much of myself into and turn it into something catchy and something fun to listen to, versus my monotone self just reading it out. And trust me when I say, I wish I could do it all. I wish I can get in there and mix music like I used to. And I even thought about, taking music like this and maybe singing it myself. But the point is, I've never really done anything like that. I've never done anything like this. I'm learning as I go, and I want to thank everybody that has helped me along the way, given me guidance, given me tools, shown me the way. And I'm just going to do one thing, and that's I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing it my way. And if you do want to stick around, I highly encourage it. But if you're ever worried about those negative comments coming through, if you're worried about that thumbs down, that dislike, well, yeah, it's going to happen. People are people. And to me, if you're not getting a dislike once in a while, then you're not really breaking the algorithm of what people see as a comment on their thread. We know we pop up on each other's profiles all the time. Why? Because we're all into Pokemon. I like watching Pokemon. I don't know about you. I like seeing it open. But maybe my artist appreciation short's going to come across somebody that's not in our world. Maybe it's an artist that never even thought to look at Pokemon as an artist outlet, and maybe they're not going to like what they see. Maybe they're not going to want to see more. And that's okay. And that's what makes this platform so amazing. So the one thing that I will encourage y'all is there are a lot of giveaways out there, a lot of giveaway streams, and a lot of those giveaway streams like to help people grow. Rocket Scott's a great example. He likes to do his comment raids, his rocket raids, and I think that's a really cool idea, and I hope to be as big one day so that I can do something like that for up-and-coming YouTubers and people who want to make it big. But we always like you to subscribe and leave a comment. And then you kind of always realize that people come like, oh my god, like YouTube took some subscribers from me last night. And it is true. It's true. YouTube does have checks and balances. They go through subscriber lists all the time, and they make sure that they're not bots, and they remove any that they might see that they are. So it's not always somebody unsubscribing. But it's not always somebody not unsubscribing. It's sad to say that sometimes people will subscribe to a channel just to be eligible for a giveaway, to realize they didn't win that giveaway, and then they'll go and unsubscribe. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Stay subscribed to them, because that one short, that one time, that one thing you didn't see, one day they're going to break out and maybe they're going to want something. Maybe they need your support. Maybe losing that one sub that one day did something. Maybe it didn't. All you need to know is, as a viewer, you matter. And as a content creator, you matter more than anything. Because it's about, what do you want to see? So I appreciate you listening to me here on that tangent and that teachable moment. My name's Kev the PokéGhost. If you are lurking in the background and you don't know me too well, I like to tell stories. I'm a storyteller, I'm an art appreciator, I do like ripping packs when I have packs to rip. But really, if I can spread peace, love, and positivity throughout this community as so many others do, and I can help each and every one of you trainers grow just that much better, then I can say that my job's fulfilled. My purpose is served. Because I'm looking to watch you all grow, and I'm ready to do it with you. So with that being said, Ryan, words of life to live by, and I appreciate that, man. I've gone through trials, tribulations, I've gone through lessons, learnings, and I've learned a lot of stuff the hard way. And the one thing that it always comes back to is, God, I should have listened to my dad. He told me this exact thing was going to happen. And I was like, nah, you don't know. I know everything. What do you know? You don't know. You don't know. Yeah, you were right. I know. It's okay. It's alright. But, Ryan, is there anybody else that's live right now? Do you see anybody on that's kicking it? Or is it just way too late now? I know it's already almost 2 o'clock, just past on the East Coast. We shall see, because I never want to just end, because I did that a couple of times ago, and I was like, oh, I probably should get used to the rating thing. Speaking of Sao, yeah, a gorgeous piece of artwork. I appreciate you guys sticking with me and picking up the artists. These are all the cards that are fixing to be featured in upcoming artist appreciation shorts. I still have to work tomorrow, so I have to put my desk all back together later. And we can take a look. Let's see. This might be old, so I don't know if there's anybody quite on yet. I know Ryan Rips and Clicks was on a little bit earlier, but... let's see, who's on and kicking it right now? Oh, I think CHH3 is still streaming. Okay. I mean, if that's accurate. Let's see. Wow. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. Maybe so. I can't believe he's still streaming. Ryan, if you are still here, you want to drop CHH3 stream in the chat? We'll go and raid him while he wraps up for the night. Looks like he's starting to pull some gold. So yeah, we'll do that. Let me go ahead and get this clipped. I guess I can snag it fast. But I appreciate you all, PokéGhost fam, coming and hanging out with me. If you are still here, we're going to go and show a little love. If there's anyone still here and down to go raid to CHH3, Mr. Christopher Hubert Houston III. To be quite frank, I can't believe that he is still on right now. So let's go ahead and hop on over there, just say PokéGhost raid. And I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Remember, achieve anything that you want to, and don't let anything stop you. But always do it through peace, love, and Pokemon.